Cool Figure TV. Revolutionary salute. Revolutionary salute. Like, share, subscribe. Welcome to the House of Revolution. You know I'm your humble host, the Yao Mean of Revolution and Drill Rap Legend. One of the drill pioneers, Durkio, Smirkio, big time multi-millionaire. Well, he trying to order chips and noodles for his spread in jail right now. Before we get into that, y'all be sure to wipe y'all feet. That means hit the like button. Like, share, subscribe. Let everybody know Cool Figure Live and support the House of Revolution, y'all. The end of drill. Salute, Queen. I'm going to start this off by saying I'm so happy that the community a little bit safer today. Now that a demon like Durk is behind bars. I want to say this. Durk is a sucker who threw his whole life away because he wanted to be like other people. Imagine a nigga falling for peer pressure. You supposed to be the boss. Shalom, family. I got to start this off. We're going to get into all the information, but I got to start this video off. Tell the truth. King Von died putting his motherfucking hands on somebody. You shouldn't do that. Died putting his hands on somebody. Imagine getting some get back for a motherfucker who lost their life putting their hands on somebody. Now Durk done lost his motherfucking freedom, followed in the footsteps of flunkies and blackface Ku Klux Klan members, not want to enjoy his millions and raise his children. So now we have to show the kids that this is what happened when you're a young man who want to be a gangster. King Von was a demon. If Durk would have never clout chased King Von, brought him into the industry to try to ride that demonic energy, his ass still might be free right now. Salute. But let's get into that because I want to let everybody know. Nigga, Quando Rondo didn't do shit. It's fucked up. All that they had to go kill Quando. For what? The man didn't do nothing. Why y'all putting hits on a man who didn't do anything? But he was getting bullied. You see, they just can't understand. You threw away an empire because you niggas want to bully people. Vaughn died because he put his hands on somebody, nigga. That's what happened. Quando Rondo didn't do shit. Now Durk done threw away empire. Kids understand? So mind your fucking business, nigga, and raise your kids. And quit trying to be like other people, nigga. Vaughn wanted to be a demon, nigga. Now he gonna be around a bunch of them.
And rapper Lil Durk has been arrested and charged with a murder-for-hire plot. The Chicago native, whose real name is Dirk Banks, was arrested in Florida by the U.S. Marshals Service. The 32-year-old's arrest comes as 5 other people in Chicago were arrested in connection with the investigation. According to the complaint, Banks and his co-conspirators allegedly worked together to, quote, track, stalk, and attempt to murder a target at a Los Angeles gas station, firing at least 18 rounds into the person's vehicle, striking and killing a passenger.
Why you didn't stalk, track, NBA Youngboy? You see what I'm saying? This is another nigga. You looking for something soft, nigga? Why are you stalking Quando Rondo? He didn't do nothing. First of all, he was bullied, and Vaughn lost his life trying to bully somebody. Why are you not stalking NBA Youngboy and those vicious killers over there, Durk? Look what happened to you, nigga.
During the car. Banks made his first court appearance this afternoon in Miami. Banks' lawyer asked for privacy after leaving court, telling ABC, quote, "We will not be commenting at this time." I want to bring in ABC News contributor and Sirius XM radio host Mike Muse and ABC News contributor and criminal defense attorney Shauna Lloyd for more on all of this. And Shauna, I want to start with you on this. The charges against these men include conspiracy to commit murder for hire and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in a death. The most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. I know it's early, but how do you see this playing out?
You know, Alex, this is a very serious charge. Conspiracy is one of those charges that all it takes is voluntary knowledge. So as long as you had any conversation with 2 or more about something, a plan to further this plot for hire, and it resulted in a death, you are looking at those either life imprisonment and up to the death penalty. So it does not take a lot to be convicted of conspiracy charges. Now, they do have to show that he was voluntarily a part of this conspiracy, and they're going to have to show that he knew what the end goal of the conspiracy is. And so that's the burden. But conspiracy does not take as much as other charges. So this is a very serious crime.
Mike, you know, one of the things that strikes me about this is Durk has long touted himself as the voice, especially from Chicago. He's noted his connection to the trenches, but also he's had a kind of a stellar 2024, appearing on some hit TV shows and new music on the way. He just celebrated a birthday. So I'm curious. I mean, how is the music and entertainment world processing this news? I mean, that had to be a huge shock.
Yeah, it was very much a huge shock, and particularly coming off the Grammys when he had the song "All My Life" with J. Cole, which is pretty much one of his biggest singles that he's had to date. That had incredible commercial success. Lil Durk is part of what is called the drill movement in Chicago, and so every region in the United States has a different sound when it comes to hip hop. And so Lil Durk was really at the forefront of the drill music, which is controversial. It is very rooted in gang culture. I don't think any of us involved in the music industry, entertainment industry, realized that Lil Durk would actually have the capability.
Look, Shoeshana is not rooted in gang culture. Boule house nigga is rooted in murder. The fuck you think a drill is? It's not gangbanging, clown.
Ability to send out and put out a hit. This was a retaliation to another popular rapper in the drill genre of music, King Von. And so this was to enact revenge against the murder of King Von. What this goes to, though, Alex, is a larger conversation that we need to be having in America is how do we address gang culture? And then how do we address the violence that precipitates within particular urban communities? Every time we have a death or a murder such as this is when we need to be thinking about gun reform, gun legislation, and how much guns are on the streets, in particular within Chicago.
Bullshit Democrat, I'll be that gun legislation, gun reform. How much did Kamala Harris to pay your ass to come on here and tell us we need more gun legislation and gun reform? How could gun reform and gun legislation stop Durk from putting hits on people? What the hell are you talking? How can better gun laws stop Durk from putting a multi-millionaire, a Grammy-nominated artist, one of the biggest in the game? How can stricter gun laws stop that, you Democratic House nigga? That won't stop the violence. You don't want to say what'll stop the violence. Ambulance chaser. Actually start holding blackface Ku Klux Klan members accountable in our goddamn community. That's what might actually help the community a little bit. We got to hold them accountable, brother.
Which has a complicated dynamic with guns because of the bordering states that they have in terms of how the other states that surround Illinois have very loose gun restriction laws in the way that...
House nigga, the murder took place in California. What the fuck are you talking about? You so happy to be on TV. Get off your knees, put that buff rag down. What the hell are you talking about? The hit took place in California. You just come on here, and I'm tired of them. You come on here spewing Democratic talking points because that's all they have for us. Somebody die, stricter gun laws. Durk in jail, this nigga say stricter gun laws, man.
That guns can flow into cities like Chicago. And so I think moments like this gives us an opportunity to address how are we going to tackle the growing issue of violence within our cities? How are we going to tackle gun violence and gun reform? And then how are we going to tackle the gang culture that exists in our major cities?
Well, and Shauna, one more.
Tackle, these corporations making billions off of demons like Lil Durk and off of talking about smoking on the babies. How are we going to deal with that? He don't want to deal with that. How are we going to deal with, where's that house nigga who was crying at Young Thug trial? What's that Shoeshana name? I think he stepped down after Diddy got arrested. What's that clown name who was crying? Oh, Jeffrey, y'all don't know the real Jeffrey. Are you going to come cry for Lil Durk? Oh, y'all don't know the real Mr. Banks. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do.
More here because you mentioned conspiracy earlier. How might prosecutors be looking at this OTF group that the Durk was a part of? I mean, are we going to see some repeats of what happened in the YS or what's happening in the YSL case?
Well, this one's going to be a little different because even when we look at the indictment, they already have text messages, which tends to lead me to the information that there may have been an informant because they got this information very quickly. Let's remember these arrests just happened. So they would have had to get these phone records. So if they have a direct source.
They arrested Durk, y'all, because this nigga tried to flee to Italy, y'all. Yeah, Durk, he ain't like P. Diddy. Durk was trying to get the hell up out of here. Once the other niggas got arrested, Durk said, oh, shit. They said, nigga.
Of course, we're going to see this move a lot more quickly. It cites text messages and phone calls where we can see the exact communications. So they have direct evidence already that's going to move this a lot more quickly than what we see in the YSL trial.
Gotcha. Okay. Mike Muse and Shauna Lloyd.
In fact, I'm not finna let these Democrats even bring up stricter gun laws. Man, y'all got us fucked up. Man, everyone in our community cleaned up. There ain't no stricter gun laws gonna do that. And look at this bootleg house nigga right here. Ooh, look at him, y'all. The mayor of Chicago. You need to be arrested. Why that Lori Lightfoot at? That lady, what you disrespect the FBG Duck? And I'm not taking no sides. And you was hugging on Durk.
I don't know all the circumstances and details around these accusations. What I do know though is that Lil Durk's mission to build financial literacy for children across the city and making other critical investments.
That's a lie. That's a lie. See, I tell you, we're not going for that. I have been one of the main people. I don't give a shit about criminals handing out turkeys, backpacks, and bikes. All criminals do that in the neighborhoods. You don't get no pat on the back. We don't give a damn. You've been murdering people, putting hits on people, man. That's your work. You did more bad than you ever can do good. See, these clowns right here, they mind taking some of that dirty money from their dirt because they felt like he was winning. Just like they didn't mind taking P. Diddy money. They felt like he was winning. They didn't mind taking Yo Gotti money. These people are putting hits on people. Now, the news, hey, man, when you just giving Durk awards, when you just partner with Lil Durk, I just know about the good that he was doing. So you don't know about all of the bad, all of the bodies? That's a lie. See, one thing y'all won't get away with drill music, they told us about it. I couldn't believe these niggas was telling me all their business. I'm like, these niggas, wow. And it was interesting. I'm like, God damn, there's some interesting stuff. I had to pull away from it because all of them was dying. Just when I get to know them. Just when I get to know them, they dead. This nigga, he didn't know that was going on. And he didn't know that Lil Durk was almost one of the last man standing. But no, that's Chief Keef now.
For the children of the city is where his heart, has been. And I mean, there's no secret to the trauma that he grew up in and how he has worked to turn that trauma into opportunities for other.
Listen, Durk is a manipulating bastard who, King Von didn't want to rap. Everybody know that. It's plenty of videos. King Von didn't want to rap. King Von wants to get out of jail and just rob rappers and hang around Durk. That's how it go. We're going to get this clown off in a little bit. It's Durk who wants to use King Von's demonic energy. He's like, no, man, I need you to get in the music industry, bro. See, what you doing, killing people, that's what they rapping about. We need you to come rap about those murders, and we need that energy, that demonic energy. King Von like, man, fuck that, man. I just want to rob people and get money. Durk, this is what he get. Because King Von took on his bullshit ass rap beef. King Von didn't know no Quando, Rondo, no NBA young boy. That was Durk bullshit. King Von doing what he do, try to bully. Nigga got killed. That Durk got, this clown ass nigga got motherfucking peer pressure and putting a hit on somebody. Why you not sliding for Von? Sure.
You were given about a month after taking office $150,000 campaign donation from him. Do you feel like you should donate that to charity or do something with that money? Is it tainted?
Well, I mean, look, I don't operate in feelings. I operate in truth and justice. And again, I don't know all the circumstances around these accusations, but again, what I do know for sure is that, here's another example of a young Black man who grew up in severe trauma that led to life choices that he has been very open and vocal about healing from those choices. It's why he's been committed.
This is disgusting. Get the shoe shine, get off here. I want to let y'all see that the media, they confronting the shoe shiners, the bootleg who been giving Durk all these keys to the city, giving him all this free press. You know, they're not letting him get away with that, y'all. Good. Because this nigga here acting. You see, he trying to be Durk lawyer right now. All the trauma that he went through. What the fuck? What? Why don't you tell us about some of it?
Shocking arrest as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder for hire plot. Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time, he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of 5 other men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Taquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those 5 men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all 5 men, who include Kevon London Grant, aka Von.
Crazy. Quando Rondo didn't order no murder of Vaughn, man. That's why ain't no big homies around. Everybody flunkies. Ain't no righteous people. Muslim my ass. The Muslims were supposed to tell Durk, you wrong. Quando Rondo did not order that murder. Vaughn, trying to take up for Durk industry ass, tried to bully the nigga and got killed. If that would have been my nephew, I said, nigga, you gotta chill, bro. Y'all, if you got to tell the truth to these kids. Vaughn was wrong. You gonna put a hit on a nigga who they just defending themselves? That's bullshit. And that nigga wrong. Everybody around here, oh man, he was feeding the community. That nigga wrong. And this was wrong with our community. It's plenty of low-level little Durks running around, putting hits on niggas because they get a little bag. I'm sick of that shit. You niggas do not know what's going on in this game. I do, nigga. Too many niggas get a brick. They think they can put an ounce on somebody. Fuck that shit. Let this be a lesson. Your bitch ass niggas need to stop killing niggas because you upset with them.
Bonnie, Asa Houston, a.k.a. Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, a.k.a. Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all 5 men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members...
Be the end of checking in with gang members, bro. Nigga, Quando checked in with them niggas and got his cousin checked out, nigga. That's bullshit, nigga. Them niggas gave his ass up, nigga, to the bigger bag, nigga, his own set, nigga. That's bullshit what they did to Quando Rondo in California for money. Nigga, everybody need to take notice of that shit too, nigga. For real, nigga, that your ass can get, nigga, they can alley-oop your ass if nigga got a bigger bag on you. Don't give a fuck about it because you in the same gang as them.
Engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6th during an argument between 2 groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. No. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, a.k.a. King Von.
No 2 groups. Oh, that's a lie. It was 2. Quando Rondo and Lil Tim was approached by 50 people with 20 killers in the group. Man, get the fuck. They need to tell the truth. What happened here? These niggas, Durk lost his empire because the egomaniac nigga and trying to bully people, nigga. And he put a hit on a man who didn't do nothing. What the fuck did Quando Rondo do? Come on, that's crazy.
On. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using funds provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day. A lot of the stories that we cover here at Law and Crime are very tough to tell, but part of the reason we're able to keep bringing you these types of stories is because of our great sponsors. So I want to take a moment to thank Upside for sponsoring this story. If you're wondering what's Upside, well, it's a free app that gets you cash back on LC News for an extra 25 cents back on your first gallon of gas. According to the indictment, Kevon Grant allegedly rented 2 cars, one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet with intent that the murder of TB be committed. After the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA. I want to bring on now Detective Eric Barnes to break down this case even further. Eric, thank you so much for joining me today. You know, Lil Durk is a really popular rapper, but what's your reaction to his arrest and his alleged connection to this murder for hire plot of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo?
Well, you know, it's a very interesting case. I've been following it for some time now, but it's very representative of things that are going on within the hip hop community these days, of one foot in the studio, 1 foot in the streets.
And talk to me a little bit about retaliation within gang culture, maybe even hip hop culture as well, too, that we can even trace back these events in particular, kind of in a way, starting from King Von's death in Georgia in 2020, and 2 years later, Quando Rondo's attempted murder, where his cousin was actually killed during this ambush. What is your kind of reaction to just this whole web and trail that has been going on essentially since 2020, even probably prior to that too?
Well, you know, one of the things that's been popular with hip hop artists is to maintain the same group of friends that they had since they were kids, maintaining that loyalty, not changing up and becoming a new person because you have fame. And so in keeping these alliances, you know, sometimes there's beef that follows from the streets into rap. And, you know, like I said, these guys live, you know, day to day, and their alliances also live that same lifestyle.
And, you know, reading through this indictment, there appears to be this really heavy level of planning to allegedly carry out this murder. Plane tickets were bought, cars were rented, ski masks and firearms were bought. Talk to me a little bit about the sophistication you may have noticed within the planning and these allegations.
Well, you know, one of the things that you have to, the hurdles, so to say, that you have to get over in this case is just the geographic difficulties going from Chicago to California to commit this offense. And so there's only a couple ways you can get there. Either you can drive or you can fly. And, obviously the advantage of flying gives you more of a time advantage. You can get there faster, but you also leave an electronic footprint. And that's what it seems like law enforcement was able to pick up on, was the electronic footprints that were left from purchasing the tickets. Now, when you fly, you also have to have transportation on the ground. So you have rental cars. And if you're there for an extended period of time, that also leads to maybe a hotel stay.
As we talk about this level of planning, it also appears there was also this element of not so great planning if you didn't want to be caught. And some of the 5 defendants actually used their real names, their birth dates, and photo IDs to book this travel. And then one of the co-conspirators actually texted another co-conspirator saying, don't book no flights under no names involved with me. What's your reaction to kind of just doing this allegedly and using your real name, your real ID, but also kind of wanting to keep this on the down low as well, too, of not wanting to get caught?
Well, I think that when I read over that, I was kind of surprised by that, with how unhidden that was. But I think also it plays to the element of what their motivation was. And it seemed that there was some discussion of payment. And so sometimes individuals are so intrigued by being able to get their hands on whatever this payment is that they overlook small details, and leaving your name on a receipt or on a reservation is one of those things that they missed.
When we see kind of these types of cases, a lot of times, I think sometimes the defendants are allegedly always kind of wanting one specific target. But then there are some cases where someone else is hurt or killed, kind of in this focus of retaliation. What are your thoughts, given that Quando Rondo's cousin was actually killed when the murder was allegedly plotted for him?
I think it's always unfortunate that innocent people get caught in the line of fire. It's something that we deal with often within street violence. But I also think within the streets, there's also a mentality when there's a retaliation and gang culture that if you get caught riding with someone that I have beef with, then it just it's the rules of the streets. Like, you put yourself in that situation, and now you have to unfortunately reap the circumstances of it.
And there's also been rumors circulating online that there might have been an informant or even a snitch within OTF that may have revealed more to the feds. Do you think that's at all possible in this case, that they needed an informant on the inside to kind of give a scoop into kind of how everything was planned out? And
the dude named OTF Jam, we don't get into all that, been wearing a wire for 2 years. That's why the feds, this is crazy. Durk been talking reckless for 2 years around these dudes, talking tough, feeling himself. These dudes been recording this, man. The feds have Durk on. We're going to be hearing this stuff soon about how he want this person dead, that person dead. All this gangster, Tony Montana type shit.
Kind of how everything kind of came to fruition.
Well, I know that there was very detailed information, and it definitely indicates that the investigators did a great job digging up surveillance footage and being able to uncover some of the intimate details. I don't know if there was an informant necessarily, but it seems that they do have some very personal details in their indictment.
And given if there was possibly an informant, kind of how do they all play a role into this case? Because again, within the culture, a lot of times there is a no snitching policy. But what are your thoughts on whether or not there might have been an informant and kind of how that may have all came into this as well too?
Well, the no snitching thing is very huge in the street and within the hip hop culture. But one thing that within the law enforcement community, when someone is looking at a significant sentence, which I think murder for hire either carries in some sort of situations, death penalty, and also life in prison. It's every man for himself at that moment. And so the old cliche of the first one to talk gets the best deal, normally that weighs very heavily in these cases.
Some of the defendants, in addition to being offered money, were also promised lucrative music opportunities if they carried out this murder. And I know we've kind of been having a discussion about, how rap culture kind of bleeds into gang culture. But what's your reaction to kind of this lucrative opportunity given they carry out this bounty?
Well, it's the American dream of wanting to be able to create a better opportunity for yourself and your family. And unfortunately, a lot of individuals have, the dream of making it in the rap business, and they're just not given the opportunity. So that is something that is going to be very alluring to a lot of individuals because they not only want to be able to have the rap contract, but also the rap lifestyle, and some people are willing to do whatever it takes to get there.
And I ain't with this.
Sometimes when we see these cases, especially gang cases that are also kind of double as like hip hop cases, you know, YNW Melly, this case with Lil Durk, even YSL, I can't help but notice just how young some of the defendants are and some of the alleged activities that they're being accused of doing. They're so young, you know, in their 20s, probably started maybe when they were teenagers. But what are your thoughts on just how young some of these defendants are when they're kind of coming up, like you had just mentioned, wanting this American dream, but then at the same time having this kind of tie to the street culture where maybe they don't see the actual consequences of what could happen. Either they go to jail or they may end up dead on the street. What are your thoughts on just that whole layer and aspect of it?
Well, you know, I think one of the things that weighs heavily on this, the influence, is the fact that, you know, a guy that you may have grown up with, seen around the neighborhood, now he has his lucrative rap contract and is driving, you know, foreign cars and living in expensive houses and traveling, you know, all across the country. They almost become larger than life. And so when you have a young individual that maybe hasn't had the best role models in life, you know, what they're able to see this individual achieve is going to be larger than any kind of verbal warning that someone can tell them. They're going to take their word as being, you know, good. You know, if I can carry out what is being asked of me, then maybe I can live this lifestyle as well. And I think that that reality weighs heavier than any consequence that you can think of.
And as someone who is a detective who works with street gangs, kind of what are you hearing from the inside that you'd be willing to talk about on camera as far as, you know, maybe just what the motivation is to kind of continue to be a part of this lifestyle?
Well, you know, obviously what everyone is doing right now across social media, as well as the streets and within the street culture, is they're kind of unpacking this indictment. They're trying to breaking it down line by line, trying to piece things together, figure out if there is an informant, also figuring out if this was something that was carried out on behalf of King Von, and just connecting the dots on, you know, their from their levels. But I think that what factors into that is the theory that, you know, nobody plans to get caught. You know, the plan is we're going to do it. We're going to get away with it. And we're looking 100 yards down the field instead of seeing what's going on right now. And the factor of getting caught, now being named in a federal indictment, that part is not really thought of too heavily because, again, nobody factors in that I am going to get caught for this.
And kind of going back to the Lil Durk aspect of it as well, too, you know, he was, again, a very popular rap artist. He had a lot of popular songs and a lot of fans did look up to him. But it seems, though, as we don't know at this particular point, but it seems, though, a lot of people may be alleging he's kind of the kingpin in a way of the OTF, and that he is someone who carries out these plots, essentially kind of running a criminal enterprise. What are your thoughts on just kind of how people allege these popular rap artists are these kingpins in a way of criminal street gangs?
Well, I think with this case, it's going to be very interesting in how it plays out, but we're going to really get into the basics of rap being entertainment or rappers really living what they rap about.
They need to start taking them white executives to jail. That's it. And them boule A&Rs that's in these record companies. Durk my ass, nigga. Durk working with them white people, they making a bunch of money. They make a bunch of money making sure that man was stronger than his. A bunch of people died when they were fattening up Lil Durk, nigga, so he can win this motherfucking war. If they've been doing this a long time, they did it with Suge and Puff. They sat back. The rich whites on the East Coast, rich whites on the West Coast, nigga, Suge working for them, Puff working for them. Knew everything Suge. The Suge couldn't do all that shit without them. Neither could Puff. But when it's time to take the fall, it's just a bunch of black people. The East House niggas, they should know better. But the white people definitely had their hands in on all this goddamn shit, nigga. You can't release no record without permission. Everybody know that. They got to listen to the music. So they telling some of these niggas, nah, that's not good. Go put some more gangster shit in there. So you know about all the violence, all the dead bodies they talking about, real bodies, all the smoking on teenagers. The industry was with that shit.
And I think there's definitely something that's a hurdle the investigators are going to have to get over, with just proving that this Lil Durk's role in OTF wasn't merely entertainment, that he actually had a role within the street culture of OTF.
And do you see any other hurdles that investigators may come to find when they're kind of going through this case?
Well, anytime that you're dealing with multiple people with inside, in an indictment, co-conspirators, what's people's roles kind of change, and then there's money as well involved with some of the people that were discussed in this case. So it's also heavily influenced by the street life and culture, gang life and culture. And so what they have today may change. And hopefully on the investigators' end, what you see in that indictment would only kind of snowball and grow larger. Maybe they're able to develop more evidence and convert some of these co-conspirators into witnesses for the government.
All right, Detective Eric Barnes, I appreciate so much your insight into this case. Before we sign you off, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Everybody's trying to say that you dropped the low on Pav and Quando to Durkin. That's what they were saying on the academic stream. People were alluding that you had dropped.
That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it.
Now this dummy Brick Baby had the nerve to go on his live full of his drugs. You heard him for yourself. These people recording these type of crimes and these type of criminalistic acts. That nigga say, all right, he didn't tell, he didn't snitch. So if y'all saying that he gave up the low on Quando Rondo, that's not snitching, you dummy. That's conspiracy. That's a conspiracy to commit a murder that you talking about. You did.
All right, YouTube family, y'all know I'm on the job, man. And it seems like the pressure, the heat is starting to get to that boy Brick Baby to the point where he literally just slipped up and admitted to being the co-conspirator number 4. And he admitted to this because he's saying it at least is not telling. But Remo was just pointing out how in the paperwork it says that somebody local to Los Angeles dropped the location. And Brick Baby literally gave himself up. Now, this is an audio. His screen froze. Oh, it would have been a still screen anyway, but this is actually crazy. I'm not even going to lie to y'all, bro. This is kind of wild. This dude literally just admitted to being the one that dropped the location, man. And he's even pointing
to... That's crazy, but that's exactly what he did, dummy. Always want to be blogging about it. Dummy. I ain't no snitch. Oh, yeah, you're not a snitch, but you're a co-conspirator to a murder. I'd rather be that than a snitch. Yeah, your ass gonna be locked up real soon, Brick Baby, because it's your ass who called OTF and told them Quando Rondo and them was in town, because Quando Rondo and them let y'all ass know where he was at. That's why the niggas knew everywhere Quando was going, because Quando Rondo told her all the 60s, because he thought they was protecting him. He had no idea them niggas had decided to get the bigger bag on his head.
To the interview that him and that boy Remo did with Quando Rondo, he's pointing to that incident, saying that, hey, Quando Rondo was the one saying that it was an definitive, following him around. So we finna get off into that. But first, I want y'all to listen to this again. This is wild.
Live stream that we had, or the what the fuck did we do with him? That Zoom conference. Oh, hold on. Let me call Remoski real quick.
If they don't lock this dude up, they're gonna bump this dude off, because he'll bring down the whole rolling 60s. Because see, Quando Rondo did not, and I'm the first, they did not call Brick Baby for no protection. He ain't no fucking protection. No. They called the big homie for the protection. The big homie, BU, I know they did. They called the big homie. The big homie threw it to the little homies. This little nigga right here. This little nigga. They let him quarterback it. He can lead the feds to the big homies.
Moski,
and I believe they'll knock his ass off before they allow that to happen.
Yeah. Yo, You on live?
Oh, what's the word?
Hey, you remember when we talked to Quando Rondo?
Yeah.
You don't
You talking
remember?
about on the FaceTime?
Yeah,
FaceTime,
when we
right?
did the Zoom shit, right? No, Zoom.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
We ain't
no,
gonna talk about the FaceTime call. I wouldn't do him like that because you know we all talked about personal shit.
Yeah, nah, we
Bitch, you
just
tried to
talking
get
about
that
the
nigga.
Yeah. All right, bro. You remember that he said that the infinity. Remember, he like the same infinity that was right there. I seen the infinity again outside. I seen the infinity.
Yeah, they was like following him all weekend or some shit.
They talking about I'm telling.
Man, they said your ass snitched on Durk. They said you snitched on the whole OTL.
That's what I said. I said that's crazy. I mean, yeah, man. I don't know if you been tuned in, man, but I already just showed Dirk said the same exact shit as me in the interview. How the fuck I tell?
Yeah, so the main shit is they saying because like, all right, on the interview with you and Flacco, you had said you basically just like because Dirk did say it on the
This man was literally on YouTube live and called Remo. Remo said that fans are saying that you're conspirator for the one that's in Los Angeles. He's so worried about being labeled a rat that he practically admits that, yeah, but that's not snitching. Yeah, I gave him the location, but that's not snitching. What? This is crazy, bro. There's no way in hell. There's absolutely no way in hell that you was this remedial, Brick Baby. Absolutely no way, bro. And just so y'all know, I ain't mixing it to fix it. I got the audio and I got the video because I'm pretty sure after I put this video out, he gonna delete that if he was smart. That is wild, bro. So why not just go ahead and deny that you gave the drop rather than worried about being a snitch? You could have just came out and flat out denied that you gave the drop altogether. This is crazy. Now, in a part of that conversation, they was talking about how Quando Rondo was the one who had an interview with Remo and Adam 22 and Brick Baby, and he had kind of mentioned that he had people following him in Infinity for the murder. So we finna jump off into this clip, but can y'all believe this, bro? I'm literally gonna title this, bro. Brick Baby just admitted to giving a drop on Quando Rondo. Now, I would take some other inserts out of his live video because he said a lot of stupid stuff, but I already know how you play it, Brick. You wait for somebody to use your content so you can strike them down. So I'm already thinking ahead, bro. I'm already thinking ahead. I don't think he's smart enough to delete the video. So y'all make sure y'all go over there and watch it and listen to it and draw your own conclusion. But let's go ahead and jump off into this clip where he says that, oh no, I'm not a snitch. It was actually Quando Rondo who told us on the interview.
I'm gonna answer the last thing you said, bet, bro. If you trying to make your boy, I had to bet, bro. Check this out. Like, man, I don't know, Adam. I'm specifically talking to you because I from what I could see is that like my mom, my partner, my cousin Paul. I see that's some shit that you care about. I see that's some shit that be on your mind, bet, bro. That shit, listen, bet, bro, like that, bet, bro. That's a touchy situation. That shit really hurt a nigga. So I don't know about nothing, bet, bro. I ain't bet, bro. If I can't see what happened or find out the exact whatever through a law's eye, like if a bet, bro, ain't nobody gonna necessarily know 100% what went on with whatever, but a law, like, man, bet, bro, I ain't a law.
No, I'm not trying to be insensitive or anything, but that was just a crazy ass scenario with like being able to see the footage of how you reacted afterwards and shit.
I'm gonna keep it real, bet, bro. One thing I don't do is I don't insinuate. That's something I learned at an early age. I always sit back and look at everything before I just go at anything. So what I mean by that is, bet, bro, man, listen, bet, bro, if I stay in the neighborhood, like if I stay in the suburban neighborhood or whatever like that, and my house get broken into, If the neighbor on the left of me or the right of me, if my left and right side neighbors be like, oh, some shit like, the people in front of you broke in your house. The neighbors directly across the street from you broke in your house. Bet, bro, I'd be a whole crash dummy to just walk across the street and be like, you broke in my house. You feel me? Bet, bro, I stay in a suburban neighborhood. It's 20 fucking houses on this road. Bet, bro, I can't just go to the left, right, or in front. Bet, bro, I gotta sit back and look at the whole map of this shit. I gotta start from down here to see who broke in my house. So, bet, bro, no, I ain't just single brick out and been like, blitz him. That like hell nah, bro. This real life at the same time. You blitz the wrong person out here 9 days, 5 years later, that shit come back on you, and somebody you truly, truly love get blitzed for some shit they ain't had nothing to do with. I don't know how a lot of niggas look at the streets, even though that shit a myth. I don't know how a lot of niggas look at shit, but how I look at shit is one thing I believe in is what goes around come back around, and when they do come back around, it ain't gonna come to your front though. It's coming through the bag. So I don't just do anything. I don't just do that. That's me, period. Anybody that know me will tell you this, man. I stand on loyalty, like, bro, I ain't doing shit that I don't want done to me. If my partner get locked up, I'm not about to fuck his girl. Because I ain't about to, you feel me?
Yeah, so even with that, I know you ain't talking about me or whatever the case is. If you listen to the lyrics, now you want to break down the lyrics. When it first happened, a motherfucker said that I got paid $100,000. Whatever the case is. Hey, I'm not shooting shit for $100,000. That's what the song was about. The world go. The world. That's what I said. I said, nigga, the last nigga we turned the pack, we got $1 million plus. Nobody spent $1 million on no shit like that.
All right, and I thoroughly went through this interview thoroughly, and nowhere did he describe the infinity at all. Thoroughly, I went through it. Now we already know what it is, bro. Brick, you need to stop talking, bro. Like on some real stuff. This internet stuff be funny, you know what I mean? I like cracking at you, but bro, you be just working your way into a situation that you don't even need to be in, bro. You literally are worried about being a snitch rather than worried about being the one that dropped the location, bro. Either way it go, you still implicated in the crime, right or wrong. Why wouldn't you just deny flat out? As soon as Remo said that, instead of you saying, oh, that's not a snitch, why wouldn't you just say, bro, I wasn't the one to put the drop on him, nor was I the one that snitched on him, bro? Simple as that. Real deal simple, bro. Now, I hope that you delete that video by the time that you see this video, bro. Delete the whole damn thing, man. You be talking too much, Rick. So I'm saying, and I was in the comment section telling you to stop talking. I said, stop talking, bro. Stop talking, and yet you still talk. You call Remo and just drop the bomb, and here it is, bro. You practically saying, no, I'm not the snitch, but you practically are not denying that you the one that dropped the location, bro. That's kind of crazy to me, man. But anyways, you two family.
Wack been telling people it was Brick, and that Brick got caught with that gun, that AK in his house, and the feds ran in there, and Brick ain't been to court. It's all making perfect sense now.
Yeah, man. Just Brick Baby being Brick Baby again. That's all, bro. Like I said, I'm going to keep y'all updated with all the situations, man, as it develops. This is wild, man. But as always, man, we going to sit up.
Brick know what he did. But he thought he was going to get away with it.
Oh yeah,
Sly for Vaughn, right? Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
You can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash?
Nigga, snitch. Look at him.
Oh, who?
Look at him. Look at him.
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Oh. What's that?
But I'm just saying, they just say you can't say that no more.
Look at this nigga. Huh? Look at this nigga on the podcast. This nigga did this shit. Look at this nigga on the podcast now. Saying nigga can't say they OTF didn't get back for Vaughn. He said, why? Why? Oh, because of FBG Cash? Because niggas was saying he hit Cash too. Brick say, nah, because Lil Pep. He put that out there. No, they saying it because Lil Pep and Quando pay attention. This nigga did that.
Well, that's the new term on like no more slide for mine.
Because of Lil Pop. Now, after that incident, though.
Hey, Act, you think they're gonna get Brick Baby caught up in this?
I mean, I never knew Brick Baby knew this guy.
Hey, yo, Act.
Yeah.
Slow down and look at what slow down and think about what you just said.
Uh-huh.
Who was you just saying?
Brick Baby.
About the hotel and a local? Slow down, Act.
No, there's a local. I don't know who that local could be.
Slow down, Act. Think about it. I just told you what. Act went on.
Hey, you gotta remember, Brick Baby is a rolling 60 crib. Quando Rondo threw his flag down after that happened. Why? Because Brick is a rolling 60 crib.
That makes sense, Whack? This guy's telling me, that's Wale intern. He said, we got to think about it. Quando stopped claiming crib after that. And maybe the thought was maybe it was a Crip who set him up in LA. That can't be. That don't make sense. That don't make sense.
It does make sense.
A Crip wouldn't set up a Crip, right? Right?
The fuck you mean? The biggest killer of a Crip is a Crip. Listen to me, right?
Huh?
That's a fact. Listen to me. Brick Baby went on that motherfucking show when we all thought it was a bad weed deal, and somebody reached over Quando Rondo and shot that man and said, y'all can't say OTF didn't slide for King Von. They said, what you mean? Nigga, what you mean what I mean? It said the nigga name. Everybody, the whole world thought it was a bad weed deal.
Brick told niggas what that was about online.
This nigga Brick went on that damn show and said, y'all can't say OTF didn't slide. I said, yo, what the? Pull it up. You didn't hear the shit? Pull it up, bro.
Yeah.
Pull it up, Act. This nigga said, when the world thought it was a bad weed deal, he went on that show and said, y'all can't say OTF didn't slide. Be like, what niggas is like, what is you talking about, bro?
But I thought, so he the first one who said it?
First nigga that said it.
He wanted
The whole
recognition.
world
bro.
thought it was a bad.
Nigga wanted a assist for putting the hit on this nigga. See, this the new generation. This the new generation. The motherfuckers want niggas to know what he did. This nigga, he the face rolling 60. He wants to look like the big rolling 60 muscle. He can get you touched if you don't check in and you don't pay. This nigga Brick was the one who told all rappers check in with them out there or else. It's online or else. Oh, little baby, you good, little baby. They said, come on now. Come on now.
Bad weed deal. Put it up.
Maybe he got his ears to the streets.
Bro, even if you do got your ears to the streets, you hang out with them niggas, you take pictures with them niggas, oh boy in that other car from 6-0, what the fuck is you doing? Tell us. The whole world think it's some motherfucking niggas that ain't black over a weed deal. Why is you going on the thing talking about y'all can't say OTF didn't slide? And then say the nigga name that got killed. That might have been the fans' first lead. To get to the niggas that they eventually made tell.
Man, Durk was supposed to go through his prime right now, man. Jesus Christ. And this is one of them charges I don't think you could beat. There's too many snitches. Everybody telling. Too much technology. They're quoting people's text messages, which means somebody gave up their phone or they took it already. They said that they got pictures. They got pictures of everybody sending in their name, their passport picture, their picture, their license. Hey, book me this flight. It's not like they're guessing no more. They know. This don't seem beatable, man.
I think Brick Baby going to snitch, and that's what he good at.
You think? I don't think the feds hit up Brick Baby. Like, why?
He already snitched.
Why the hell would Brick Baby? Like, Brick Baby's not.
Granted, I got beef with Brick Baby. Granted, he has some. Hey, what? Brick has some LA Crips running down on me in Charlotte. Them niggas try to jump me. So I'm hoping Brick Baby go down.
Listen to me. Go pull it up. Google it. Brick Baby exposes murder. Pull it up, bro. You pull it up and listen to what he say and look at the date.
Yo, what? You know, sometimes niggas be on podcasts, they'll be saying shit to say it. You know what I mean?
Academics. The world thought it was a bad weed deal. The world thought it was a bad weed deal.
Wait, is it this right here? Hold on.
Play it.
Let me see. I'm gonna give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Sly Favon,
nobody.
right? Yeah.
They say you can't say that no more.
Why? Oh yeah, because of no. Like
They
who died?
say you can't say that no more.
Oh, because of FBG Cash? Oh, who?
Nah, because Lil Pop.
Oh,
Right there. What you mean? What you mean? Hello?
I mean, Whack, what you trying to say, man? I'm not like,
Hey, bro, fuck what I'm trying to say. You need to play it over again? You need some Q-tips for your ears?
Brick Baby is a gay crip and he a rat.
No. Brick Baby not right. Like he wouldn't.
He a gay crip that's a rat.
They wouldn't have him in the rolling 60s if he.
Academics, listen to me. You find somebody else prior to that date that tied OTS to that murder. The world thought it was a bad weed deal and somebody reached over Quando and killed dude directly. That's what the world thought. Nobody had any fucking thinking that shit in Beverly Hills has something to do with OTF, bro. That was the Fed's first leader. Let me ask you something. What date did he make that statement right there?
All right, now I gotta go look that up.
What date did this murder happen?
Let's see.
What year and date?
I'm gonna tell you what's cold. We know Whack a cop. I believe the government, the feds, they told Adam 22. He done threw everybody off that show. He done ran everybody off the show except for who? Brick Baby. No matter what, he keeps Brick Baby there. I believe because if Brick Baby would have never been on No Jumper and been doing this podcast shit, he would have never been able to keep saying what he's been saying, and he would never been able to gift wrap these brothers for the feds. I believe they told him to keep that dummy up there because he is the gift that just keep on giving.
What year and date, bro?
Now it looked like he said that in February 2023, and looked like Lil Pop. Let me see. Lil Pop died. Let me see. Lil Pop supposedly died in hold on. I think when did Lil Pop? Oh, Lil Pop died in August 21, 2022. So like 4 months before. So he died 4 months
Okay, now
before.
watch this. And he said this February, right? 2023, right?
Yeah. Maybe
Ready
he was
for
just
this?
listening to the streets. Like everybody say he's the most tapped in with the streets.
The streets did not know that, bro. The streets did not know that. That's some nigga. The close knew that. The streets was saying it was a bad weed deal with some Armenians or Persians. That's what the streets was saying. Now watch this. You ready for this?
Mm.
You know what happened June 2023?
Nah, what's in June 2023?
Brick Baby got picked up by the feds for an AK-47 and still ain't had a court date in the last 15 months.
Wack not lying.
What?
That's a fact.
Stop it, Wack. You got it, bro.
You want to bet another 10,000?
Nah, you lied though.
Let's bet another 10,000.
Nah, wait.
Let's bet another 10,000.
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
You want to bet?
Brick Baby out on oh, he made bail or something like that. He made bail.
Hey, Wax spitting right now. Wax spitting.
You want to bet, nigga?
You gotta remember.
You want to bet? Huh?
Hey, Brick Baby ain't good in his own hood. You gotta remember that. Brick Baby ain't good in his own hood.
Look, you say this in February. Feds come put the heat on this nigga in June. He ain't had a court date since.
Yeah, in June it said he was
June 2023, like June 23rd. Nigga,
oh,
27th.
media takeout report. I don't know if I believe everything they say. But
Nigga, I got the printout. Nigga, fuck out of here.
You got to print out that Brick Baby.
Hey, bro, I've been saying this when you going to court, nigga. I've been screaming this shit for a year, son.
You sure he didn't fake an arrest? You know this. He got
no, nigga, because his bro was calling around trying to get bail money and called the wrong person. That's how I knew. I took the shit to Clubhouse.
No way. Popular Los Angeles rapper Brick Baby was apparently reportedly arrested last week and is now believed to be facing federal criminal charges, according to internet reports reviewed by Media Takeout.
Bro,
federal charges gonna go away after this big bust.
Let me see if I can find the mugshot. He ain't been to court yet.
So wait,
because he a gay crip that's a rat. That nigga a rat.
Wait. What? Are you trying to say that you think Brick Baby cooperated?
Do you want to play that clip you just played from February 2023?
Yeah. What? The only thing I'm not gonna convict him on that because I think the streets dude, like he a street dude, so like he be outside with the killers and stuff. Like maybe the killers.
Oh yeah, fuck you don't get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Adam be going out with him. He like protection.
That nigga name ain't Loose Cannon. Fuck out of here, bro.
Hey, Brick Baby was scared to catch the fade with me. He ain't no street dude.
I thought he was like the top guy in the Rolling 60s.
No, he was scared to catch a fade. Bro, I asked Ramo, Flacco, and AD to set up the fade, and he dodged it.
Am I tripping?
You're tripping. Who the fuck told you some dumbass shit like that?
I thought he was like the main soldier for like Big U.
Fuck no. I ain't never seen that nigga with Big U the 17 years me and Big U ran. That nigga was in Atlanta. He got shot, ran to Atlanta. That's cap.
He got ran out by Atlanta. Them niggas ran him out of Atlanta too.
He got shot and ran to Atlanta. Now, you got what he said in February. What's weird about you is you act like what you just heard ain't a violation. You can't find nobody from the time dude got killed to February 2023 who ever mentioned OTF having any dealings with that murder. Find it. You want to put a bet on it?
No, you might be right on that. I ain't gonna challenge that one. Really?
Now this nigga, 4 months later, the feds come grab him for an AK. He ain't had no court date yet.
Hey, I had Remo try to reach out to him today. He said Remo said been calling his phone ever since 3:00 y'all time, and he said he hasn't been answering.
Of course he hasn't been. You know he looking crazy as fuck right now.
Maybe he got locked up too.
I don't know.
I don't think he could. Like, if Brick Baby cooperate in the streets is done. I'll be believing Brick Baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. So,
Hey, how you could believe Brick Baby? Please give me a good explanation why you believe him.
Bro, it's crazy. I think you're losing your touch, but okay.
I talked to Brick Baby. I think he's a solid guy.
I don't give a fuck what you talk to. Nigga, that nigga just a regular nigga. Nigga ain't one of them niggas over there. Nigga, it's a whole lot of wolves over there. One of them niggas over there.
See, Wack doing a bunch of manipulating.
The Rolling 60's not known for having cooperants.
Wack trying to bring the Rolling 60 down.
All neighborhoods got cooperators.
You think so?
I know so.
Jesus Christ, man. I don't know, man. I can't believe Durk going down. I'm hoping Brick Baby's not involved in this. Brick Baby, if you're hearing this, brother, please just come out, clear your name. This is not some good stuff that nobody want to be involved with.
Them Georgia boys should want to put some on his head now.
But this whole Brick Baby take the fall for the whole case. That's what I'm hoping.
There's a lot of cooperants in this case, though, man.
Brick gonna have some sleepless nights because he'll never see where it's coming. Durk might knock him off, and Georgia boys might knock him off. Alley-oop, little Brick can put himself in a trick bag.
So you think that this is a railroad? He's not gonna be seeing freedom ever again.
No, he could do, bro. It's a murder for hire, a high-profile murder for hire. Nigga, they already got the motherfucking they got everything. They got the King Bond shit, motive, this, and you got your own people telling. The fuck you gonna do, bro? Nothing you can do, bro.
They tried to flee.
Nothing you can do, bro.
Italy,
what the fuck you gonna do? You tell me.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna play devil's advocate.
This is the feds.
Hold on. I'm gonna play devil's advocate though with you. What's the difference between what Brick Baby do on No Jumper and what you do? Like y'all both like talk about stuff.
Nigga, I've never mentioned. Listen to me. I called you today and gave you an exclusive on what was coming. The man in cuffs.
Yeah, but you
nigga, what? Nigga, he in cuffs. It's coming. He's in cuffs. It's coming. Yo, bro, they got a woo. He's in cuffs. Nigga, this nigga Brick went on there on, nigga, the whole world. Nigga, I got 100,000. Let's bet, nigga, that from the time that shooting happened till February, nobody mentioned OTF, nigga, as a who the fuck did it. Niggas thought it was a bad weed deal with some Armenians at first. We got a bet?
Man.
Do we have a bet?
I'm not betting that.
If this nigga hangs around these niggas, he fucks with them, right? Why the fuck would you go on a fucking YouTube fucking show and say, they can't say OTF didn't slide for King Bond no more to this nigga Flacco? What you mean? Flacco say a whole nother name. No. And then he said,
FBG
little Pab or whatever the fuck. You just identified the motherfucking group that's responsible for the murder. You just gave them a lead. Now this was fucked up. It's one
They got me feeling like I'm academics.
So I heard he's like one of like pretty much the top guy. Like he's right below Big U. He's in.
You breaking my heart. You breaking my heart, Act.
No, but that's kind of how he presents himself. So here's the thing: when I'm not in a realm of things I understand or know, I take people at face value until proven otherwise. So until somebody proves otherwise, the way he talks, I've heard him say that he could make certain things happen, and he's talking like he's one of the big dogs, but he also talks that.
This is what's crazy. And I had just seen this. I say, fuck it, we'll just join this content because he is whack 100 with DJ Academics. Act better watch out. He playing a dangerous ass motherfucking game. Whack sitting back, the master manipulator. This is what happens when you let the wrong nigga get money. Then he got 2 Rolling 60 Crip members, Loose Cannon and 600. They hate Big U. They want the downfall of Big U. This is about bringing Big U. Whack want to hook Big U up to this motherfucking murder too. But for now, they got Brick Baby. You see? And they're not going to let Brick Baby get out of this.
That he put in the work himself. So when a man tells me who he is, I'm not one that is of liberty to say he's not. I know you that guy too. I know you that guy too. But, and again, that's why I think I told Wack, I said, he got to put you on No Jumper more because number one, you're hilarious. I watch your channel like every day. Like every day you put up a clown and I watch. But I think because Brick gets to almost be the authority.
Brick ain't like that.
Really?
No.
Oh, man.
Both of them are from Rolling 60.
Will a nigga get choked up and he ain't dead yet?
That's good enough for Whack.
Come on now.
I think he had like a little explanation for that. I think he said it wasn't really choked up. He was preventing him from I don't know what it was.
Let's go back to last year.
You got a few of them.
Yeah.
My whole hood said he can't come to the hood no more. That's over with. They was online clowning, talking about Brick, you can't come to the hood. What's up, King Yellow? And he had to call me.
Yeah.
Really?
What Whack 100 is doing, I ain't never seen no shit like this for my life. I thought Whack would have been dead. But this let me know the game is dead. The Whack playing dangerous games from his bunker deep in the ground. But you know, he going there Big U, Jay Prince. I never thought nigga be going there Big U and Jay Prince. Come on, man. The nigga Whack them built his own Rolling 60 group to go at these niggas. And they gonna bring down Brick Baby. They done hooked his ass to a murder.
Come back to the hood. Yeah, that's when all this went viral last summer. That's when all that happened.
Brick is a sweetie pie, cuz it's not
also,
like
doing that.
When I realized the thing with Adam is a really slick motherfucker, right? Adam knows he needs some protection from the streets. So when I seen it, he let go of
can't protect himself.
He understands it. I've heard him give forewarning over the years. People call him this and call him that, but the things he says, it comes to be. But look, last night we applied some pressure, right? R&B. Play the clip where Brick Baby tells on himself, R&B.
Oh man.
It's probably the first clip. Play the clip.
Like, go get that nigga arrested, man. Whack go get Brick arrested.
This is crazy. You're gonna hear it. Rickito?
But Brick did it to himself.
By the way, Whack. I'm sorry. By the way, Whack. Did you see the latest breaking news on the Durk shit?
What was it? What you got?
Oh my God. So apparently, the way they arrested him last night, you were right on the arrest. We got to give it up. Whack, listen, Whack is not 100%. I even apologize publicly for doubting Whack 100 exposers. Exposers have came through yet again. Now, they said, so the other dudes got indicted via grand jury, which was they had that indictment for a couple months. Now, remember, I was skeptical that Durk was getting picked up the same day because his name is now on the indictment. We get to find out, you know how he got arrested? A federal agent phoned into the judge and did a complaint. So they're gonna have some type of grand jury stuff on him, but they said that they were monitoring Durk and he had booked a flight to go to Italy. And they said, oh, this thing is running. That's why they locked him up last night.
Yeah, they say he booked like 3 different flights, Switzerland over there.
You know the reason why they picked Puffy up a night early because his plane, his jet, landed in Teterboro.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's
But
what
it
people
wasn't,
don't
you know,
realize.
a lot of people don't know that Puff rents the jet out.
But also, a lot of people don't realize that, and you notice if you when Sean Carter and Beyonce come to New York, they all land in Teterboro. So
No,
people
we land
like,
in
well, the jet
Teterboro when
didn't
we
come to
come in
Jersey.
private, Jersey.
Yeah, so
We
people
land
are like,
in
well, the
Jersey.
jet didn't come to New York. It's
New York
first
private
email.
airstrip is Teterboro.
There we go.
That's where we landed, the closest one. So, and he rents his jet out, so it could have been somebody else just coming into New York. And Puff ain't even, because whoever's booking the jet, he don't know where it's at. And because that jet landed, they said, "Oh no, you got to go." R&B, can you play that clip with Brick Baby tells on himself? It's the first clip I sent you.
This is crazy. The low on Pop and Quando to Durkin. That's what they were saying on the academic stream. People were alluding that you had dropped.
That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it. That ain't tell it.
All right, YouTube family, y'all know I'm on the job, man. And it seems like the pressure, the heat is starting to get to that boy Brick Baby to the point where he literally just slipped up and
Pause it, baby. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. All right.
Yeah.
So on here, leave that alone. R&B. On here, he admits that he was dropping the low.
No way. Stop it, Wax. Stop it. hey, I read through the whole indictment. It said co-conspirator 4. His job was to drop the location of the hotel and any significant spot that he had to drop on that Quando went. They dropped a clothing place, supposedly on Melrose. So they were, and by the way, I read through the whole thing. That's the only co-conspirator that never traveled, that seemed local, that's already there. So maybe it's some Chicago nigga that was out there for a while, but it feels like this might be a West Coast guy. I don't know, though.
Yeah, I don't think. And listen, man, everybody else from Chicago, they traveled, they got on flights, they did everything, they booked the room. I'm not saying that it's Brick Baby, but I'm saying number 4 sound like somebody that was landed, planted already in LA.
Now watch this. Okay, but watch this.
Well, I told you.
No, hold on. Let me do the timeline. I'm gonna pass it to you, Luce.
Because ain't no Chicago nigga.
The man is killed.
Ain't no Chicago
Look,
nigga
the man
was
get
gonna know
killed.
that Quando Rondo was moving around like that. We don't.
He get killed 2022, right? Late. February 2023, the world, when he got killed, we thought it was a bad weed deal with some Armenians or Persians.
Exactly.
That's what we all thinking. This fool goes on the show with Flacco and says, at least they can't say OTF didn't slide no more. Flacco said, what you talking about? He throws a name out. He said, no. The dude that got killed with Quando. They can't say OTF didn't slide no more. He's the first one to put it on OTF. Okay, that's February. 4 months later, Loose Cannon. Tell him what happens in June, 4 months later.
See, 4 months later, Brick Baby, they hit Brick Baby house. Once they hit Brick Baby house, they're going to get that AK. Once they get that AK, Brick Baby end up telling everything. And then he end up having a conversation with 600 to get the nigga Big Useless wrapped up too. So 600, you tell him what Zaire Mitchell told you.
Who's Zaire Mitchell?
That's Brick Baby.
Brick Baby.
Told you they won't Big U.
So what Zaire Mitchell tell you when they release him from the things?
So when he get out, listen, this is what happened. He like, bro, they got Big U on the
Whack a manipulative bastard. That's why they say Loose Cannon. You tell him from here. He wanted him to bring up Big U because he's from Rolling 60s. Boy, that Whack is a motherfucker.
Rico. I'm like, what? He like, yeah, bro, it's ugly, gang. They want Cuz in jail. They tied Cuz to a hot one out there. Woo. I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, we got the same lawyer. It's ugly for Cuz. You know what I mean? It's all bad. He was like, but listen, you ain't got nothing to worry about. It ain't no 6-0 Rico. It's a Big U Rico. Everybody he been fucking with. I said, oh,
now stop. When Quando leaves LA after the shooting and returns back to Georgia, what does Quando do, Loose Cannon?
He said he don't want to bang no more.
What did he find out?
He found out that the homies was putting drops on him, sending his locations.
Yo, where you at? Where you at?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Luce put me on to this because I remember even when he was talking about. I mean, you know, obviously I'm not from the West and I'm not like a street dude like that. But when he was explaining to me some of the tactics that's on the West, and he was even saying how, like, say for example, the Meek Mill situation got lined, and I'm like, wait. So you tell me the guy you check in with could line you up? I never knew that was a thing. I thought that was like an oxymoron. Now I kind of realize I'm like, well, that would probably be for like a non, member of what they are.
Schoolboy Q did an interview, right? Not too long ago I seen, and he said, y'all dudes is falling off for this check-in thing with some dude somebody put you with that you don't even know, and you don't even know that the dudes they putting you with is the ones lining you up. Now, it's different if you got a relationship with somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's different. But if yo, I'm going to LA talking to your boy, yo, get with my homie. And you don't know if this dude got hard times. You don't know what's going on with this dude. He knows this other dude got an issue with you. That's a bag.
Man. So, but why would they like? So again, y'all got to explain a little bit of the gang stuff to me. So Quando was a Crip. Why would other Crips start up a Crip? That don't make no sense.
The biggest killer of a Crip has always been a Crip.
Of course.
You got to go back to, King Von was killed. Then niggas was online saying it's supposed to have been beef between the BDs and the Rolling 60s because Lil Tim and Quando was Rolling 60s. The video still out. Big U made the video saying it's no need for niggas to get with him now. Niggas not getting with him when it's good and think it's going good. This was the shakedown. He knew Quando was going to have to come get with him to try to get some protection because he knew the heat was on the little nigga ass. Big U got the podcast check-in. Quando Rondo, right after that, popped up on the podcast, checked in with Big U. Big U put his arms around him, And Quando Rondo let him know he should have been did the right thing, and come sat down with Big U. But what Quando Rondo didn't understand was Big U didn't say what he said. No, you paying for free. You paying for no reason at all now, because he's not going to protect you. He's just going to take the money, and that's what they did. Took the money, then alley-ooped them. And see, Big U didn't let these little niggas do their dirty work. But Quando Rondo, like I said, never ran to Big Baby because he didn't see him as nobody. He ran to Big U, did the check-in, sat down, did the podcast, and then the little niggas took it from there and pretended like they was going to hold him down, which they never planned on doing from the beginning.
Quando Rondo banged Rolling 60s out in Georgia.
That's a fact.
Yeah, our shit so scandalous. We got more homies than killed by homies than enemies. Them is facts.
Yo, what's the saying, Luce? You ain't a 60.
You ain't a real 60 until you kill one.
What?
The most ignorant thing ever, right?
Yo, King Yella.
That's
a fact. Shit. No, this real. This is why we didn't woke up like.
Look,
wait, hold on, Wack.
Dirty, that nigga Wack a dirty motherfucker, boy. He started a bunch of war like this. Now he laughing. Ain't nothing funny about that. Nigga talking about 60s killing 60s. That's bullshit. Blackface Ku Klux Klan activity, but they tell you the truth. It's how Nipsey get back though. But I don't like how Wack was laughing at that because he loved what the 60s is doing to each other right now. He done just bought him some 60s with no fucking morals. Gangbangers don't got morals anyway. But these niggas done bought in the wax BS. You see what I'm saying? And that's crazy. Now he laughing at. They all laughing at 60s killing 60s. That's fucking crazy.
Could you adjust the timeline for me? Because even when I was going through the timeline, I know there's a certain point that I've seen Quando sit down with Big U. Is this before the Lil Pop thing or after? And how does that play?
Before. That's when Big U went to like
Pop got killed, but
Breakfast Club.
That's before Pop got killed, but it's after Vaughn got killed.
And expose Quando's text messages.
Oh yes, that's true. You're right.
Right?
You're right.
And Quando felt some type of way about it, and somebody called him on it. Luce might know some details on that. And Big U kind of like, he might have lightweight apologized because he seen Quando on the rise. Quando up on the NBA NBA ain't fucking with Big U.
No, but Quando Rondo was gonna tell on everything. Dead homies, he was gonna tell because he was like already like the people that he trusted already threw him under the bus and got his homie killed. He felt like you know what, I'm gonna just tell on everything. So Big Useless, he was like, well, let me just try to clean it up. But it was already too late now. You get what I'm saying?
Man, this should get deep. It's treacherous.
No, I hope this put to check him in. I hope this put it. You see what happened? You putting your hands at the mercy of them niggas, man. That man checked in with them niggas, went groveled at their feet. They made money off of him. And when he went checked in this time, he paid him. That nigga just go. He looked out for him, tore him off a little bit. They still alley-ooped the little nigga. That's crazy. But people, this the game. It's dirty. And they just feel like the little nigga was a meal ticket. They weren't never gonna have no love for him. And when he got into that beef with the BDs, they never was gonna protect him. They weren't gonna have no unnecessary war for no rapper. That's just real fucking talk.
Here's my thing.
So Quando's from the rack.
And by the way, I'm gonna play a little bit of devil's advocate. So when it comes to Brick, right? Isn't it a possibility that there's another person that might be a street dude that probably gave up the drop, or like it would be shocking to me that
all we got is what we got. We don't, we don't know.
Listen, the only other person it could be would still utilize Brick to do it, and that's the grid worker. But even him would utilize Brick to do that.
But you know the crazy part, because when Brick went to jail, Brick lied to Adam and told Adam that he needed some bail money, right? And so Adam brought bail money to one of them.
Nigga loose cannon down there, what's been going on, and a nigga from out there named Rod Zay. They've been telling the truth. Big U has been setting up Gilly Kid, got Gilly Kid robbed out there, act like he didn't know. This been these niggas. But I'm gonna tell you something about these cowards. This is crazy. Niggas in the hood been saying this shit a long time. These niggas, okay, fuck it. You got me. Just protect me now. So the rappers never telling people, I ain't gonna tell nobody that we got you. Just keep paying, and you all right now. You with us. See, Big U got the game from Suge. Suge he gave the game to Big U and Whack 100. The check-in game. When any rappers or anybody come from out of town, they gotta pay. You see what I'm saying? And the Bloods act like they up on you, the Crips gonna come say the day. Or the Crips gonna act like they up on you, the Bloods gonna come say the motherfucking day. But it's all a fucking play. But these niggas been giving up. That's what Big U been running on all of his industry friends. Meek Mill, everybody. He been acting like he an activist. The young niggas been coming eat your motherfucking plate. And then you gotta call Big U, man, Big U. And then he with me. Y'all let him make, Big U, this nigga, no, he good, y'all. Come on, man. It's all been a play. But Wack using these niggas to give it. This is what Big U been doing the whole time.
Now, homies, but Brick Baby just used the money to move.
And Quando Rondo is just the latest. It's more that happened, but this story done blew up. They done it to Quando Rondo. Act like it was all good. And the whole time, this was so nefarious. They thought that nigga Quando was gonna get killed. Man, them niggas was gonna go on about their business, and that man checked into them. That's fucked up.
Out the hood to the valley.
At that time, I was his savior. He was telling me everything. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, they've been watching me since March. That's what he said. You feel me?
Hold on, stop. Now, look, he did this sit down with Flacco in February when he says, at least they can't say OTF didn't slide no more.
Yeah.
Right? March, they get on this bumper because he was the first mention to the world publicly of an OTF. Loose, you remember when the conversation came up about the Quando thing? What did I tell you and argue you down to? What did I tell you?
You was telling me it was like some weed stuff, and I was like, no, it wasn't. I told you.
That's what I told you last night. I thought it was. I was like, this new to me.
Yeah, no, I was telling Wack. I was like, no, it was the
niggas done rehearsed this conversation with Wacky. Loose. What did I say? Oh man,
Brick thing. You get what I'm saying? Wack swear, but then I was lying. And I was telling him like, no, because it was that. I know for a fact because one of the homies hit me. I can't name the other homie because he a solid nigga and he stay off the internet.
Yeah, that should get deep. That should get deep. Wow. But I mean, you know, the whole thing was sloppy anyway. You know, I'm not condoning nothing or wishing none on nobody. But I mean, if you're gonna do something, do it right, bro.
Hey, this was so crazy.
So
You think might want to give a statement to the police? The hell, I ain't gonna get no statement. You niggas know damn well the police is pulling these videos. They doing this shit. That's DJ Academics, one of the biggest bloggers in hip hop. Y'all are telling them Brick Baby is the one that set the whole murder for higher up with Lil Durk, one of the biggest hip hop stars. And y'all talking about all the evidence. Y'all filling in the details. Wack know exactly what he's doing. This is him giving the police all the evidence without him having to go up there and do all the dirty details and get called a snitch.
I guess this is like a larger question right here, right? So let's say, just for the sake of argument, right? I'm still skeptical, but let's say for the sake of argument that co-conspirator, which by the way, I went through all of them. I knew co-conspirator was Durk. Co-conspirator 2 is a shooter. I think the shooter is telling. Co-conspirator 3, that's the person who got the OTF.
Heard on the news, and they say, I be tripping. Social media. But social media, the news, this be the news talking about what they heard on social media. This is a new day we living in. The news go to social media to report, and the police go to social media to get help with the cases. Wack is doing the police job. Brick Baby is done.
You have credit cards, all the flights, hotels, travel. Co-conspirator 4, he got the drop, and he's the only one that seems like he ain't flying or nothing. And then co-conspirator 5, apparently he told 2 where to go because he probably was in communication with 4. Okay, but we don't know if he's local or not. Actually, it was said that he's not local, so he knows 2 or not 2. 2. No, not 2. I mean,
2 was the shooter.
Yeah, no. He knows 4. So 4 is the guy with the drop. He's a local guy, and he's routing the information because the day they land, Grant comes in on a private jet from Miami, and then the others, they come in on 2 tickets. By the way, Durk had tell him, say, hey, listen, he told the booker person, said, don't book nothing under any name I'm connected with. They booked 2 flights. And you had Didi and another guy on one flight, and then you had the other 3 on the other flight. So everybody get there, and the first day,
21 Savage telling on all these niggas. Young Thug, motherfucker Drake telling these niggas too. Young Thug, Durk. You know, 21 Savage got that gun case, and that nigga ain't no American citizen. That mean your ass getting deported. And Wack 100 also said 21 Savage is a snitch, and he brought up the paperwork. Niggas running from that. And who close to Lil Durk? 21. Who close to Thug? 21. 21. Why you ain't been to court? And why you still in America? You know a nigga who not from America get a taste of his American life? Them niggas will do anything not to get deported.
The co-conspirator 4 says, yo,
Luke,
they're down at the hotel. That's the last time I seen Quando. Go check it. They go to the hotel trying to do what they're going to do. They can't find him. The next day, they go back to the hotel. Still don't see him. Co-conspirator 4 hit him and said, yo, they just dipped out. They just dipped out to somebody. Oh, no, they dipped out to a clothing place on Melrose. They start driving, trying to figure out the clothing place. They finally spot the car, and then the Infinity, which had the 3 shooters in there, they pull into kind of like a little alley area, and they try to do it at the gas station. So, I mean, when you kind of look at it like that, you kind of get to realize all these co-conspirators, you could kind of almost think what they did. You know what I mean? Whoever 3 is that was using the credit card. And I mean, right now, Durk got to know who the person telling. Whoever booked all y'all flights, you know.
Y'all remember 21 Savage was on Clubhouse last year talking about how many people they murdered, how many bodies. They got more bodies than anybody. 21 Savage, they got more murders than anybody in Atlanta. Him and his crew, they don't play. They spanking niggas. That was 21 Savage on Clubhouse yelling about all of their murders. That boy's not American citizen. He's supposed to be deported. How is he getting away with that?
No, that's co-conspirator 3. We know the boss is 1 because he said, I got money on this guy's head. And he also said, hey, if y'all do this, I'm going to give y'all some music opportunities. And then we know 2, he hopped out the Infinity with the other 2 dudes and did the shooting. So he's a trigger man.
Niggas killing for record deals for a chain.
Bro.
There's a
like, hey, you know, I know a couple of them niggas personally since I was a kid. I know them niggas personally, man. And some of them niggas is GDs. Them not even no BDs. Like niggas is crazy.
Hey, am I incorrect in thinking, and maybe it's just because, obviously I'm consuming a lot of street content through the internet, so y'all are actual street niggas. I've seen Chicago niggas remain solid. Atlanta be looking weak. It look like they folding. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how LA is, but I haven't seen the Chicago dudes just roll over, but it clearly is a bunch of cooperants in this, because this don't go down without it. Somebody has to, remember, it's not RICO where they're saying, oh, OTF is a gang that does crime. All they're saying is that you hired him, which somebody has to corroborate.
Somebody got to corroborate.
But that's OT. Ain't that OTF Jam? Jam the one that told on everything.
But I think it's more than him.
Jam the one with the wire, right? Who's the one wearing the wire?
Everybody jammed up.
Hey, listen.
Jam got everybody jammed up. He's the one wore the wire, right?
He wore the wire.
He been wearing the wire. Then I found out, he was OTF Booney co-defendant on that case, and he felt like Durk was playing favoritism, when he came home. And then while he was locked up, his baby mama got killed, and ain't nobody do shit. So he already had hidden agendas already of what he was gonna do. It was already something. Then they say he just got caught with a gun. So instead of him going back on that gun case, he just told on the whole infrastructure.
So that's why I said in my video this morning, right? All these dudes, overlooking these dudes, got cases, how they gotten out of jail, what's your status, when you go back to
niggas
court.
getting right out of jail. You getting caught
They're not addressing, and they're not pressing it. And so when they come back and bite them in the, later on, it's their fault. You have to press if you in that type of lifestyle. That's mandatory.
Yeah, but you have to see the nigga Brick Baby was slick at it. You get what I'm saying? He yelled on No Jumper about certain things to try to get away from him. But he's the one that started the telling.
No. I'm talking about Durk. I'm talking about Durk on how you around somebody and you're not pressing him like, bro, like you just said, he got a gun case. What's up with your gun case, bro? When you go to court?
Yeah,
but
that's another thing.
You don't know if you pressed them or not, though. For real,
jammed up and don't nobody they getting jammed up.
That's a fact. Ain't no street nigga exempt from getting ratted on, bro.
Out,
you don't know until a nigga do it.
And let the niggas right out the back door, man. After they done gave the info up, man. And
that's a fact.
Don't even know that they got snatched. Boy, where you was at, man? I was asleep. I was at my bitch crib. Boy, your ass was in there with them people, telling everything.
That's a fact.
And now look, nigga have moles in their circles.
So my question is this, right?
For him to put a wire on.
Do you think, right? Because I feel like, I could be wrong, academics is with me, I feel like Durk had a pretty strong infrastructure. I could be wrong. You know better than us because you from the Chi. You know these dudes, right? I just know Durk. Now, seeing it break away, because obviously it's internal telling, do you think some superseding's gonna come? Because now they may talk on other things that happen. We hearing things in rap songs. We left him under the tree.
They probably now they gonna probably look at all the things that was going on. Yeah. You got the little nigga Faso, man. Faso said, man, you can have this OTF chain back, man. I'm going back to school, man. The niggas is running away from this shit, man.
Wait, so he said that when?
Huh?
When he say that?
He just posted that shit earlier. That's the young nigga. He only 17. He just signed. He said, man, you can have that chain back, man. I'm going back to school, man. Niggas ain't trying to get themselves involved in that, man.
That's the best thing.
They use that credit card and that shit say OTF. Hey, listen, when you put shit in your business and do all that, guess what? Okay, this was you was taking care of all your business through this. They gonna seize that all that money. If you get all that money under OTF, the feds can seize that. They can seize all your business.
Right. Because this, especially with this type of murder, correct me if I'm wrong, because they gonna say this was done for the betterment of the game.
Yeah.
And then turn around and label it just like they would label the Gambino's family money. Even though you got it through these legal avenues, they can say you're utilizing it for illegal.
Illegal shit. Now they gonna seize all that shit. They gonna seize this shit because of that.
And by the way, this when it comes to forfeiture, this is a little bit even more detailed and pronounced than even the Young Thug situation, and that's a RICO. because they're literally saying they're using company cards to book private jets, all the travel, all the hotels. You bought the ski mask, you gave out everything is on the company card. Actually, they bought the ski mask with cash, but everything else is on the company card, which is like, I mean, I don't
throw all the money in the strip club, but use the company card to incriminate yourself.
Man, that's the dumbest.
I gotta remind the homies to not use the company card to book the murder vehicles.
You know, the average nigga, they stupid. He ignorant. They're ignorant. He thinking that, okay, I'm not using Dirk Banks, but Dirk Banks is behind OTF. This is your shit. So no matter what, now guess what? Anything that goes on with OTF, you was held responsible for that shit.
Yeah.
That's why you got the top of the thing. Nigga, you the dog, you the big dog of this shit. Okay, you using this OTF shit, we coming to get you. OTF and every motherfucker on there. They might come get everybody after this shit.
So what's his exact charges?
Man, murder for hire.
Murder for
hire. Wait, they got a name for it because he was flying people to another state.
Dirk's charges are gonna come in on a superseding indictment.
Yeah, but right now,
the holding charge is murder for hire, but they're also gonna put attempted murder for hire as well for Quando, because remember they killed one. I mean, regardless, the murder for hire carries the murder for hire carries death or life. So
then you got Quando.
I was looking it up right now.
So they're gonna probably it's gonna be a situation where it's gonna be multiple life sentences they're gonna go after.
So the question is, Yellow.
Hey man, them niggas better finna get to singing, man.
It already started. Once the feds get you, is
But Dirk got to get out of jail free card. All he got to do is clear Chicago murder book. That's all he got to do. The federal government will give him a deal if he clear that murder book. Them little niggas know all the murders, man. Dirk know every goddamn thing. All those niggas do is tell what's going on around that nigga. That's why they're in this situation. But if he clear that motherfucking murder book, they don't give a damn about no Quando Rondo cousin. They don't. But to clear that motherfucking murder book, nigga, yeah, then now you're talking.
There's nothing you could really do.
Let me ask you, King Yella. This is a hard question. I ain't trying to put you in the trick bag. I know what I'm thinking.
All the niggas should be real
Dirk got
right now, boy.
Life plus with a murder for hire and attempted murder for hire in front of him. But they tell him, if you give us these 5 bodies, we'll give you this dime. What he gonna do?
Oh no, I ain't no telling. You know these niggas playing this super tough shit now, and trying to stand. Dirk might stand strong. I don't know about everybody else.
I'd be surprised if Dirk.
I don't know what he gonna do.
You worry about who's sleeping with their old lady. They're telling you behind they going home to baby. Have you had a nigga around my kids? Shit, we don't care about me.
I done seen the toughest niggas roll over. So I don't know what he.
I did too, but I ain't talking about the toughest niggas. I'm talking about the niggas that playing tough and got a point to prove. That's what these niggas is now doing on the internet now.
No, you're right. You're right.
All this shit that's happening right now, the internet forced him. You ain't slide for bond. The niggas ain't slide for bond. This shit is making it. Come on, man.
That's what's crazy, because that's what the weirdo Brick Baby said.
Hookah butts.
Yeah,
and then you got the
where does he get these fucking names from, bro?
On the thing, right, or whoever. I don't even think these niggas even knew King Von. You niggas.
No, I tell people that. I said, I don't think a lot of these people
you can't find a picture around that nigga. These niggas is dick suckers, man. You niggas sucking dick for a chain and a record deal to be around fam, and you niggas losing y'all life. I'm not losing my life for none of them bitch ass niggas. Them niggas finna be in that bitch and rotten, stupid. They ain't finna have no lawyers, nothing.
And by the way, Wack exposed King Yella motherfucking ass. King Yella do anything to come on DJ Academic. Wack set all this up at the Grand Master. You know, he want Dirk, he want Brick Baby locked up. He want King Yella to come on here and talk regularly about murders and shit like that.
Other 6 niggas off the Duck case.
And by the way, I think this is what's going to come down in Durk's indictment. That's why I think it's going to be a bigger thing. And by the way, it might turn into a RICO. So they have this as a murder for hire. But if there's a cooperant, keep in mind, these look like some guys who he probably thought was going to, do the hit. This wasn't the first attempt at Quando's life. This is why Durk was talking like that in them songs. Basically,
I don't be on live stream. This nigga laying in the bed. I like, nigga, put a shirt on and get your motherfucking ass up, nigga. See, that's what's wrong with King Yellow. Nigga, see, that's what's wrong with you, nigga. You want to party with P. Diddy, nigga. This ain't that type of live, nigga.
He's saying come outside. Quando had a show shot up, and there was 3 other shootings in Savannah, allegedly, that people thought were targeted at Quando, supposed to be the get back for Vaughn. So if the feds are doing what they're doing, they're not just gonna say we're gonna just only charge you for this. If whoever is snitching saying, oh no, he sent to Savannah too, they're gonna roll up those attempts.
Man,
Hey, you know what? Right? I'm gonna be real.
They finna pull up everything on that.
I'm gonna be real. They putting them lifetops, 50 years or better on the table. You are absolutely right. Okay, what happened with this? What happened with that? What happened with this? Them dudes about to start rocking and rolling, bro. Because a lot of them little dudes ain't did no real time. You got a dude 23, you talking about giving him 50. Another dude 28, you talking about giving him life. You tell a dude, we gonna unfreeze your money, give you 10 years, but give us these 5 bodies on these situations. I hate to say it.
Yeah, he
but
might
I'm with
fall.
600. I'm with 600. He gonna think I got the money to get on. I can go to Europe, lay low.
Nigga, what if the motherfucking feds is interrogating Durk on do he have any information on Larry Hoover with any ties to? Hey, y'all think I'm bullshit, nigga. They might be asking that little nigga, because Larry Hoover will be coming home right now, nigga. They might be asking the nigga, do you have any incriminating information on Hoover? We want to keep him in jail, nigga. You want Hoover home, you going in. You Hoover stay, then we can give you a deal. Nigga, the government dirty, nigga. Remember I said that.
And
I mean, Gunner still
did
touring.
it. Gunner did it.
Touring.
Gunner did it. This dude did it. That dude did it. Why not? He may have some scrutiny going on because he called Gunner a rat. And I know Gunner's sitting back saying, okay, let me see what you tough ass niggas gonna do. I know that's what he doing.
With them
Man,
elbows on the table.
they call it snitching, telling the truth nowadays. I just told the
That's
truth.
crazy. They did tell Big Durk to give up Hoover, and Big Durk said, hell no, he stood down, he stood tall and did his time. Are they gonna come back a second time and say, now we got your son, nigga? 30 years ago, we told you to give up Hoover and you acted like a man. Now we got your son, Big Durk. Do you know anything about Hoover? Ooh, this shit may be getting deep.
Hey,
Wait,
I
what
thought,
are you talking about down there, Luke?
I thought about that for the niggas on the duck case. Ain't none of them little niggas tell.
No. Yeah,
None
what
of
I'm
them
saying
niggas
is,
fold.
Wack, they call it snitching, telling the truth now. So all they're gonna do is just say, I just told the truth.
The most little buster quotes these little young dudes got now.
The truth shall set you.
Bro, the most little
now.
The most little busterous quote they got is, "I'm gonna ride with you, right or wrong." That's the most busterous quote they got out.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the whole Durk thing, I think he looked at the Diddy stuff, and a lot of people said, man, look how they doing Diddy. Diddy should have fled. They got it right here. They said he booked 3 flights. One was to Switzerland, Dubai, and then the last one was to Italy. He didn't board the first 2 because the cops was there waiting. He didn't board the first 2, and then before he could get to board the last one, they found out where he was and just went and snatched him. So, you know what I mean? That's a red flag already. If you book in 3 flights to different countries.
Yeah.
That's
you told
right.
on yourself.
Man, you know what, man? I really forgot about that case, right? When it happened.
Durk got a real problem on his hands. You in here for putting a hit on a Rolling 60 member. You got beef with a Rolling 60 member through Quando Rondo. Them Georgia boys might feel a certain way. Dirty South boys might feel a certain way. But you also allegedly have been putting hits on GD members, and you bragged about one of the biggest hits on a rapper that was a face of a GD's, FBG Duck. So the GDs might feel a certain way. See, Dirk, that's why Dirk got so wrapped in Islam. Like, I told you this is the nigga do. Like Rollo, this is the nigga do. Like Big U, this is the nigga do. It's a play. Because they scary. But Dirk got real problems on his hand. See, P. Diddy is more safer than Dirk in jail. That's real talk.
I'm like, man, that's Beverly Hills, bro. They gonna listen. It was a high one happened in my neighborhood about 12, 13 years ago, right? They subpoenaed every camera down the main street to get them dudes, right? They ended up beating it though. But so I'm like, oh, that's Beverly Hills, high profile type stuff. I said, man, they're gonna get caught, whoever that is. You feel what I'm saying? But I said the word on the street was it was like a deal going bad, something.
No,
yeah, that's what it was. That's why when Brick Baby came out with the
super extorted.
They can't say OTF against Slava King Von no more. Niggas
right
talking about. Like we all thought it was a bad weed deal. He came out, said it. February, March, they got on him, what he told you. June, they kicked in his door, the feds, find the K. They already was coming for probably this situation. And I heard him say today, they took his phone and still haven't given it back.
Hey, let me ask y'all this, because y'all know
Academics, did you catch that?
No, I caught that. I'm asking y'all about, like, in terms of, let's assume he's co-conspirator for it. They're probably going to call him in, and if they really thought he wasn't part of planning it, they might give him some type of sweetheart deal as a proffer, saying, hey, check this out. If you cooperate with us, hand over everything, you tell us what you did, we'll give you this, or it'll be deferred to something that could be worked into his other Fed case, right? Do you think that is Brick, because he's a street guy, like Brick seemed like a solid dude. Like he's probably the dude who'd be like, man, I'm gonna go, if you're gonna charge me with accessory or conspiracy, I'd rather go do my time. I'm not gonna go.
Listen. He already got booked by the feds. Brick been in jail for years before. He's a felon. He ain't stepped foot in jail yet. He ain't spent nothing in jail yet.
He caught this case June 2023. They took the K, and he said today they took his cell phone and haven't given it back. He's cracking. He's telling on himself, right? You co-conspirator 4 was dropping pin drops, was he not?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, he said they got my phone. I don't know why they didn't give it back. So what he said, right? He hasn't had a court date for the AK-47.
Kerry told. Me and Wack was arguing about this.
Wait, you think so?
Me and Wack was arguing about this. I told Wack, I was like, Wack, you don't know what you're talking about. He was like, yes, I do on Pyro. And I was like, no, Wack, I'm telling you.
Listen, I had no idea that Brick Baby, because he said it today. If I drop pin drops, that ain't telling. If I'm dropping lows, fool, if the feds know you dropping lows, that means you part of the case. That means they didn't wrap you up. And when you got in there, you done did some telling on something.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You know, you got to tell up on something big. They got him for that little chop. Now what else you got? Oh, well, we'll.
But the chop was a bonus, 6. They came to get him.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he exposed the OTF involvement.
Right.
They probably investigated him and seen the pin drops. They came for the phone. Because he said they took his phone and haven't given it back. He said it today. Right?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
So now I've been screaming, when's your court date?
It's been a year and a half.
Me and you both know, 6, because he called you. I called you and told you Brick in jail. You called me and say, day later, Whack, he just hit me. He telling me, Big U got an indictment.
Yep.
Then 2 months later,
he
tell us they're going to pick Big U up. 2 months later, they pick Big U up in August.
And now he out on the same thing with no court date.
He go for 2-3 days, and he out.
See?
Now, we got to understand this. Quando was checking in with 2 people. Obviously, him and Big U had a whatever going on. We seen that on social media. Big U mad. He texting him. He ain't responding. He exposed Quando's text. He apologized. I believe, did he get Quando to do his checking in podcast after that?
I don't know if it was after or before, but he definitely did it.
Yo, we got Brick Baby, academic.
Hello?
We got Brick Baby.
Oh, shit. Yeah. hey, I'm gonna hold out the 2% of hope. You know, I heard Remo said he called Brick Baby 8 times yesterday. He doesn't answer. He usually answers. Flacco said he called him 7 times. I'm gonna think that he probably was smoking in the morning, you know, off them perks. He was probably knocked out. I think today he gonna say he don't got nothing to do with this, or if he do, I think he gonna try to stand solid. Everything I've heard about this guy don't sound like the guy who would just cooperate.
Listen, Act. We're gonna keep saying the same thing. He already got picked up by the feds.
So you think he already telling the gun case?
He ain't been in
Wait,
jail.
hold on, 600. Brick Baby, what do you have to say?
I did everything.
You did what?
Me? I did everything.
You cooperate. What? So,
yo, these guys.
Yes.
Was you the one dropping the lows?
Yes.
Yes.
So why haven't you had a court date?
I made a deal.
No.
Man. So
We
you
hearing
can
it
just
from Brick.
so
We
you
hearing
can
it
just
from
travel. You can just travel like that.
Yes.
No ankle monitor.
No.
We seen you go to Atlanta and back, in Florida and back, in Texas and back.
I told them people long way too.
Oh, that's too much.
Oh.
Hold on. Now let me ask you something, Mac.
Yeah.
Do you think if it comes out that Brick told, do you think Adam is gonna keep him in the building?
Yes.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, I guess you know.
Huh?
No, of course. Well, I think Adam has him there for protection, and I think we've seen what.
What kind of protection? The minute they label him a rat, who he gonna protect?
Well, I mean, look at YSL Woody. So people who cooperate could be super tough. I don't think Adam care about anything else other than somebody who's down to crash out and super tough.
Let's talk about the facts, Act.
Okay.
Brick Baby had people choke him out at his workplace. He couldn't protect himself. Brick Baby had people come up to his job threatening him. He went and locked the door, would not come outside. He cannot protect himself.
That's not true. It was
what's not true? You didn't see it. You didn't see it when the 2 gang members came up there talking about Brick come outside. They called Adam like, "Hey, Brick up in here. What's up?"
I believe that was 4 extras in Spody face.
You don't remember that?
Yeah.
He can't protect himself.
Yo, who told you all these things? Act about Brick, that he was this.
You know what's crazy? Why people outside of LA only see who's on TV about LA popping. This is why we on here and we got to expose the busters, because a lot of dudes go out of town, bro, and they act like they something they different. Because a lot of people from the outside is not tuned in to the underworld, to the streets, to the homeland. So they can go other.
This nigga 600 whole claim to fame is stealing Crip Mac YouTube page and acting like he was his manager and finessing that man out of you. He then came a YouTube sensation and he from the Rolling 60s. Whack building these niggas profile up to attack Big U and Brick Baby. That's crazy, man.
Other place like on 6 South.
Yeah, put extras on it.
Yeah,
now
they
he got
can
the
do
whole. I'm gonna be real, loose. You and 600. I hope y'all don't get mad at me. Ain't none of y'all fucking with Brick when it come to like the Denzel Washington, the talk, the walk, you know what I'm saying?
Well, this the thing, right?
Y'all
I don't want to mess with him on that level. I stopped game banging 9 years ago.
Hey, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
The difference is,
I'm watching college football. I don't want to be in them people paperwork and them indictments.
This nigga told he stopped gangbanging 9 years ago, then started gangbanging until his late 20s. This nigga this is a sad situation here.
See, he's still trying to prove something he never was.
Wait, got
he made it already. I'm trying to be like you, right? I'm not saying on 6 so while we on here, we can sit back and have a normal, civilized conversation.
No, the difference is not acting. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody know, like, if I want to, I'm gonna do something to you, put you on camera, or I just leave it off on camera and just let the world speak to it. Brick Baby is just known for getting choked up, getting something done to him.
Wait,
everything on camera.
What about this thing?
He got beat up by Black Sam at the shoe con.
Wait, what'd you say,
He got
Ad?
choked out at work. You know
He
what I
told
mean?
me he had a kill squad going on. That
Ain't
really
no kill squad, bro. Him and his homie got shot up.
Who
The
has
dude
a
Barry
kill
got shot
squad?
up.
Wait, now let's address this.
Hey,
You know the fans in case.
when the nigga never started yelling, Brick Baby on drugs, man. He never started yelling "Kill Squad" to after Lil Pap got killed. That's when he became a dude who hit some people all on the internet, and he started yelling "Kill Squad" on No Jumper podcast.
Came to your house June 2023, and you hollering on No Jumper. I got Kill Squad outside, live. Was he trying to get rid of them too? Was he sending a pin drop to the feds for the Kill Squad that's outside? Or was it that nobody was outside?
The SWAT team, the boys in blue.
Was it somebody was outside and you saying, I got Kill Squad outside with the bottom lip? I got Kill Squad outside. Are you telling the feds that niggas is outside with the guns? Or are you capping nobody's outside? Which one you think, At?
I mean,
because we know he's already been approached by the federal government.
Not only approached, been raided and arrested by the federals.
Act June 2023. It ain't been a court date yet.
No, but even this goes even further. His boy got money from Adam to get bailed out, and he couldn't. It ain't no bond.
There's no bond. That's for real. Yeah. See, he knew he never had a bond when he called on Adam for that bail money, and that ain't cool because Adam showed up as a brother. You know, that's like my girl calling you saying Wack need help with his bail, 10,000. You like, Wack, my man, here you go. But I never had a bail. I'm just cooperating and got out anyway.
Right.
And you kept the money.
Nah,
that ain't right. That ain't right.
I mean, something ain't right. Something.
At the end of the day, if it do come out that you know he's a cooperative for, right? I mean, Adam ain't no street dude, so he don't really care about.
Yeah, ain't nobody
that.
gonna care.
Ain't nobody gonna care about that.
But you don't think that Adam may see that maybe
What's so crazy is Wack is too back who on paperwork. He worked with the government. They try to use him to bring down Suge, but they use him to bring down the Main Street Crips. He is CS2 back. 600 got sealed paper. That's why Wack got 600 sealed paperwork. They been exposed his ass. He worked with the government. He got popped with some pounds and trafficking, and he been working. That's why he want to bring down Big U.
Essentially, it's a threat having Brick Baby in the build now.
No,
well, I'm sure they got their own secrets. I
think all this is gonna do is, you know,
Adam don't got no secrets, 600. I ain't gonna let you get that off.
No, when I say secrets, I'm talking about they got their own stuff they deal with. You gotta remember, Wack went on. Brick Baby went on there and said, "Yeah, me and Adam do gay stuff all the time." He said,
"Oh yeah." He
on the show.
I know 3 Finger Wack ain't
He
talking
did
about
say
no
that.
stuff.
He said me and Adam
He
do
was
gay
on-
stuff all the
He was
time.
on motherfucker.
So
He was on goddamn Clubhouse naked with his ass in the air, and a girl took the picture, and it's all over the internet. That's why they call her 3 Finger Wack. What she talk about, she did to him. Hey, what the hell, bow back? I call him bow back Wack. Type of nigga laying with his ass up on the bed, kicking his feet, talking to men on Clubhouse. Wack.
Got going on is what they got going on.
Got
You
back
feel me?
Wack.
They got to ride it out together.
Hopefully, it's not involving the dog because I like the dog. The poodle's cool.
Nigga who got everybody gay.
Well, I think what this will do, like, if he luckily skates out of this, I think I watch him and I think he's leaning sometimes into being more of a podcaster, but he still has a foot in the street, and it's really hard to kind of give content but not snitch. You get what I'm saying? Like,
he's using that street stuff
No,
to try to
listen,
scare people away from
He
him.
got a stiletto in the streets. With him, he's a full-grown buster. He's a mark. I'm
that's what
telling
I'm
you,
saying. He uses that for outside of towners on
Yo.
6-0 because back in the day that really meant something. People didn't want problems. It's, you know what I'm saying? We're from a notorious neighborhood, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when you say that,
Boy, stop.
you would scare off the average civilian.
And by the way,
That's why he
Don't know
does
banging
that.
in your life.
That's so. You know, when I got like my breakdown of the gang landscape in LA, they said Roll 60s is like the biggest. And then when I heard that he's the number 2 guy for the Roll 60s,
Oh my God!
I mean he's the tougher. Like he's like if it's like saying,
that, bro, we not gonna let you do that. It's
Big Useless is not number 1.
It's a
Revolutionary salute to our Queen Kiana Perkins for the donation to the war chest. Revolution is well life. Absolutely appreciate the love, Queen. Salute.
old, real big neighborhood, and for you, somebody to say Brick's the number 2, that's part of West Coast culture. That's taken away.
You gonna get him into some real trouble, right?
No, well, I've always heard that Big U is kind of like, I don't know how it works, but like the guy, he's the number 1, and then apparently Brick Baby reports directly to him. So I'm just thinking hierarchy wise. So I'm like, all right, if he's reporting to the number 1 guy and they're that
I
locked
ran
in,
with Big U for 17 years. I never seen Brick Baby a day in my life. Funerals, shit at Crenshaw High, studio events, video shoots. I've never seen Brick Baby a day in my life. So no way. He's not a number nothing to Big U. He's just a flunky when he want him to be.
That's
yeah,
all
Big U make him just do videos.
That's it. You
You see,
understand?
I put out the call and he admitted to doing videos because Big U told him to.
Like I was telling you, when me and Brick was cool last year, he was telling me throughout the whole 6 months, man, Big, you been telling me to make this video about y'all forever, bro. I ain't gonna do it, gang. I ain't gonna do it. So then when he made one and I went in and exposed him, embarrassed him, yeah, bro, I was just content, bro. I ain't trying to do that, man.
And not only that, Big U has been threatening him, telling him if he didn't do this or do this or do that when it came to social media, he was going to expose a video. And we know he was going to expose a video he had of Brick kind of incriminating himself. This thing he telling 600.
Puka.
Yeah, you
We're
know.
giving him
So
too much thing, calling him Brick Baby. His name is Puka Butts. Come on, let's be fair. Puka Butts. So listen, we know you a rat.
Should
Just
never let
come
the
out.
the game.
You already hanging out with
destroying everybody around him.
You a good rat. Just be who you are, Puka Butts.
Yeah, see, he kind of in too deep. He got cases and all that, bro. So, you know, I mean, he probably could have did that before, but he just in too deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows what his obligations are?
If he was the one dropping them locations, you know.
Brick Baby sin is he didn't want to go against Big U for whack. They wouldn't be doing this if he sided with them.
No, when that paperwork hit, it's going to be there.
Yeah, I mean, you know, more and more info is coming out. I think they're round these dudes up. You know, first they said a restaurant. Now they confirmed the restaurant they went to after was In and Out.
Well, how would they know that, Act?
And they said that the conversation at the In and Out, they know exactly. There's cooperants. There's probably some wires. I mean, for Brick Baby's sake, I'm hoping he's not involved in this, man. You know, like I think at this point he wants to be a podcaster more. Like he realized this is a way out, and I think that's what probably got him into a lot of trouble. You know, because he wants to be a podcaster now. He probably did a lot of stuff in the streets. He want to kind of get out of it now. Just be a podcaster. Just shit. You know, he probably still has some, you know, ties to certain people, and you know what I mean. I hope he didn't get that call and say, "Yo, bro, let us know when Quando in town," because when you let us know,
he said they got his phone. They got what they got. Whatever in there gonna come out. He said they took his phone. They ain't getting his phone back.
He said they still got his phone.
See, that's
what up, salute.
What's up with it?
It's Reek.
Reek. What up, Reek?
What's popping?
I think that's the oddest part about it all. If they only y'all said they raided his house for a gun. If they raided his house,
No. They
found the gun.
Raided his house. The feds, right? See, an AK out here, AK ain't out here is regular. LAPD will hit you for that, right? They came and raided his house for the other situation. During the raid, they find the AK. So that's just icing on the cake.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? They already have warrant to raid.
Okay, so some shit going on. Some shit
Because
really.
think about it. They wouldn't know that he have an AK in the house unless his baby mama or somebody in the house then told them, right? They're coming there for their own reasons, right? And while they're there, they come across the AK. So this is just another thing against him to get him to cooperate. He hasn't had a court date, Rick. How long I've been screaming about Brick? First, he denied the arrest.
Right.
Then
Man,
when we
for a
told
minute.
him for the DW Flame, he broke down and said, I don't know how cuz be knowing, but yeah, I got a case. I got caught with a stick. Whoopty, 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 whoop. Then today, he's saying, watch this. Actually, I just asked him my own question. They took his phone. That's why they came. That's what the raid was, to come get that phone, and they probably stumbled across the case. He said today they still haven't given him his cell phone back. What they saying number 4 was doing, Act? Dropping what?
Dropping locations.
So, Rick,
Hey.
you been following this?
Yeah, I have.
Go ahead.
I've been listening. Yeah, so, you know, Academic said something in the sense like, you know, he came from the streets and he probably just want to do his podcast or stuff, but coming from the streets, you kind of know what not to.
You're on mute, Rick. You still on mute.
Or hint towards something in the sense, oh, I'm on mute. You can't hear me?
You back. You back.
Repeat.
Yeah, you're not going to imply or hint something. You're not going to imply or hint something like, oh, they can't say Durk didn't get his lick back. Like, you're not going to say nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even if you want to get into this realm, if you come from the streets, you don't put like this. Even with us, even with you, Act, you don't. I don't never see you directly pointing the finger and saying like, "Hey, man, you know that came from that." You know what I'm saying? You even like, you know what I'm saying? Watch what you say and how you say it, and hear it through and take things in consideration. When a person say that, is strange. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Especially
if you from the streets,
nobody else even mentioned that.
yeah, no one wasn't even thinking none of that.
What happened?
Yeah, that was strange that he just implied that when that happened out here. So yeah, like I can't agree with that because he want to do a podcast or stuff. So now he just forgot everything that he been trained and taught on how to what not to speak on publicly and you know what I'm saying? That shit was weird. You know what I'm saying? That's just strange.
But
strange behavior.
We could be honest. Brick Baby is really from Atlanta. You get what I'm saying? He got shot, didn't do nothing, went to Atlanta, and became a Rolling 60s out there. And then
I thought he was from LA.
No, he was out here. He got popped, went to Atlanta for like what 15, 16 years, right?
Oh shit, I don't know. I thought
he came back.
You know, he ain't got no history in my neighborhood.
No, none. Nobody know who he is.
Dang. It's ugly.
Yeah, so when he's like a what we could say like a mole because he know the lingo, he know how to say 6-0, he know how to say all these other things, but that's all he know how to do. He don't know how to fight. He ain't gonna go out and line up nothing. But he know how to tell.
So is that how he gained a relationship with Durk being in Atlanta and then the studios being out there? That's okay. So that's how he ties into that. Okay.
Right, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like I said, he was out there rapping, bro. He was out there being a rapper. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, at that time, you know, he was the only person who was really, really, you know, pushing it, going out city to city like that from my neighborhood on the rap tip.
And by the way, the reason why I said that maybe he's starting to do more podcasts and stuff and like he's changing how his morals is because I remember when me, Wack, and 6ix9ine sat down, he was one of the people very critical. He said Wack sat down with a rat. He said from the streets, you don't associate with rats. And I get it, you know, and I remember during that time, Wack could tell you, I felt so bad for Wack because I said, yo, the internet's getting at you. They don't mind.
But when you called me, Act. When you called me, you said, Wack, me and 6ix9ine been talking, and we see what's about to happen to you, and we concerned. What did I tell you?
You said run the content. You were actually saying when is Spotify gonna get this shit up? Let's get it up now. And I remember I was talking to 6ix9ine and I said, man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yo, he's taking all the arrows right now. I felt so bad. But anyway, so Brick spoke about that, right? But I realized maybe his morals or how he sees stuff, especially now on a content basis, changed because he went down there. He was bowling with YSL Woody, right? So he clearly, if he condemned you for that, and then he had a different morals, maybe now he's like, well, maybe I'm less of a street guy. I'm a podcaster now. The podcaster could do it. I don't know how he justified it, but that probably allowed him to get to the point of saying stuff that he thinks is content, but it's probably jamming people up in the street. You get what I mean?
Yeah, but see, he's still straddling the fence because he went down there with Woody to Adam.
He didn't do the interview.
But then he wouldn't do the interview. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Either you on this side of it or you on that side of it. You down there, you hanging with him, you in the bowling alley, you in Mechanicsville, you delivering Adam to it, but you won't want to do the interview.
He was trying to play both sides and he got caught.
He got caught.
When that picture came out, that was it.
But that's also shows that he an opportunist. He wanted that little bit of talking in his name circulating. Oh shit, Brick Baby with Woody, yada yada yada. So he's an opportunist too. Like if he would have did the interview, then maybe you could say, okay, he's growing and understanding that he's here to do this, that, and the third. But it's like you gotta pick. You can't do both. For real. Like if you really from the streets, you're not gonna be able to just do both, hang around here and then go over there and do this, because it's gonna be conversations that's going on. And like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody not gonna understand the business aspect of what's going on. So it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like a person holding a lighter and putting their hand over the fire and going like this. It's like they don't really want to get burnt like that, but you know what I'm saying? They just want to kind of feel a little bit of the heat.
Right. He wasn't making no sense anyway, bro. He was trying to speak up for Gunna. Talking about he didn't tell. And they on the same case. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to speak up for him, but then you trying to act like I ain't messing you because you told. Nigga, Gunna told too. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know what he wants.
Who on the same case? Wait up. Who's on the same case, 6?
On that YSL shit.
You talking about Gunna and who?
Woody.
Woody.
Oh, Woody, yeah. Well, they both told.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Two birds of a feather flock together.
He's trying to give Gunna the benefit of the doubt, saying Gunna ain't tell.
Now, what do y'all think about the lyrics? These lyrics. I think these lyrics, especially that one they talking about he left the boy up under the tree. I think a few of these situations gonna roll into other situations. I think that underworld, the so-called of Chirac, is about to shake bad.
Well, you have to think about this, right? So, Rico's really tough to beat. That's usually how they do it when they know you got something to do with it, but it's kind of hard to really pinpoint you on it. They haven't even charged you with Rico yet. They just charged you with murder for hire. Now, granted, that's still, we know there's a stint, so it's still a great charge or like a really strong charge. But Durk decided to try to flee the country, which means he know there's much more. Because even with that, you could show up to court and say, yo, I always only told this nigga to book flights. Hey, them killing this person, I wasn't the only one with a motive because we all love Vaughn. Yes, I told him to go out there for a music video. He has at least a fighting shot. If Durk,
but they gotta show that. I don't think they were smart enough to actually have a music video set up in LA. I don't think they're smart enough.
But they had a studio session.
That's telling everything wearing a wire. You have a rat telling everything too.
Whack, I agree with that. The point I was making is that I think Durk know that this ain't the only charge. Why do I think he knows it ain't the only charge? Because he's trying to leave the country. You know you're fucked when you're leaving the country. Like
now, I'm gonna tell you where he messed. They would have never gave him a bail or a bond anyway because this is murder for hire. It's Carrie's life. But if he don't have a reason, and it better not be for leisure, to be trying to go to Paris or wherever he was trying to go to, right? They're gonna look at it as you trying to flee the country. A. B, they're going to say you was utilizing your money to book private jets and flights and rental cars, right? And to finance a crime.
Ack is right, Whack, because you wouldn't try to book 3 different flights and leave the country if you know you ain't guilty. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
you know,
listen,
and it's more than guilt, right? It was more than guilt. It's like, again, you know, you guys in the streets. So, you know what I mean? You might say something happened and say you allegedly get caught up in some murder. When you decide I'm leaving the country, right? This is why people say about Diddy. Like, again, if it's, you know, some people have been charged with sexual assault, right? And they sit and they fight that charge. But they're saying Diddy should have left the country because you know there is no way for you to get out of this. I think why Durk was going to leave is Durk knows the Fed's been on to him for a while about other murders, other bodies, all of this stuff you just said, Whack, about leaving the nigga under the tree, that when they finally get this to a time where they're going to say, are you taking a plea deal? We're not going to, I mean, they never pursued a death penalty really in Fed court, but they're going to just say, yo, you're doing life. They're not coming with only this one murder. They're going to come with 6 other ones. And I think that's why he said, you know what? I'm going to pack my bags. I'm going to catch you niggas in Switzerland. I'm out of here. That's the only way, because if it's only one, I see him taking his chances. He got a lot of money, a lot of resources. Maybe he could make something shake, even though the Feds really have a 97% conviction rate ratio. Maybe he could make something shake. But if he know that the Feds been on him and he's like, oh, shit, now I hear about 3 snitches in the crew. I hear about this. I know I had these same dudes that's a snitch now. Killed 2 other niggas for me. Now I'm just making this up. I don't know if it's true. But
yeah.
If he's thinking like that, hey, my freedom time is done. So let me go at least get a fighting shot by being like, oh, I'm out the country or going to run a bit. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking.
The thing about this on Whack, if he didn't have no shows out there, he didn't have nothing going out there.
Yeah.
He's dead in the water. And
it
then,
ain't justifiable. You can't claim
he wasn't on the run yet. So he can do that. He ain't gotta have an excuse.
Listen, 5 cats just got snatched. Bars.
A couple of hours.
Couple hours. 5 cats just get snatched same day. And now you in Miami trying to book to Paris. You have no shows, you ain't got no meetings, you ain't got no nothing. Right?
I mean, that can go to say, you know, he's a high risk, flight risk, you know. But
no, but the thing about this,
indicted, if he's not on the run, I can go wherever I want to go.
Okay, think about this.
It's already out.
I'm not indicted.
5 people just got picked up for murder who utilized an OTF credit card to book the flights to and from and book the rental cars that were used in this crime. It's everywhere. Here's his company.
I mean, no, it's pretty obvious. I'm just saying.
Who do you think they
from
want?
the lawyer,
They want
from a lawyer standpoint, on his defense, there's no crime there.
Now let me ask you something. How many of the 6 you think already had given Durk up? I'm gonna say at least 3.
I'm gonna say at least 2.
What you think, Jack?
I think
how many out of 5, rather? Because Durk made the 6.
So
I'm gonna say at least 3.
I think there's at least 5 other cooperants or people who gave info that's not named of these 6.
Right. No, I'm not even talking about them. Because we're gonna exclude them. I think the number 2, the number 3, the number 2,
4.
the number 3, and the number 4.
Okay.
So I don't know who the number 5 is.
Hey, that's the minimum. That's the minimum. Then now we're gonna see. Now we're gonna see some more interesting stuff. The dude who he gave out the guns, I checked him out. Apparently, he used to be King Von's manager. His name is OTF Vonnie. Apparently, he's the one who flew via private jet. Maybe he keeps it solid. I'm gonna give him a pass right now. He's gonna keep it solid. Who's the next one? OTF Didi. He just beat 2 murders, right? And he came home and Durk gave him a career. So he's rapping now. Maybe he keep it solid. I'm being generous right now, right? Now, after that, the other person, so we already said the co-conspirators that's unnamed. The driver, Asa Houston, that person is probably going to be like, see if they can squeal out of it by saying, hey, I was just driving a car. They're going to get at that person. Also, that person isn't connected when you look them up compared to everybody else that's really close to Durk. So they're going to go for self. Also, here's the thing with them cutting pretty much the head of the snake with getting Durk. Every time, even because I interviewed the guy OTF Didi, and the whole OTF came to my studio, I interviewed him. And you know what he said? He said, man, I ain't gonna lie. One thing about my brothers, when I get in trouble, Durk pay all our bonds, all our lawyers. I don't think that's gonna happen this time. You know the feds play. They're not gonna let you pay for all these niggas' bonds and their lawyers. They're gonna separate and isolate. So now when Durk getting the best representation possible and you're looking at life or death, that driver who didn't pull the trigger, especially if we think that co-conspirator 3 who pulled the trigger is already telling, why wouldn't he tell?
Yeah,
Why
somebody
not?
tell him. One is enough. I think at least two of them is already unfolded.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put it out there. Right now, as we speak, I think it's at least 20 people who then gave statements. Through Chicago and Atlanta, that's where he moved at. I think at least 20 people then gave statements. I think some of them people on that YSL situation then popped some stuff in there about miscellaneous stuff. I think the gun case he had with King Von in Atlanta,
That might come back.
I think the feds told them, y'all lay back off of that, leave him on the street. We need him to move freely because it just disappeared. Case just don't disappear because your man dead. It really falls on you, Luce. You know that. You know what I'm saying? Me and you got a case, they knocked me, and it's gonna fall on you, Luce. They're not gonna just say, well, Wack dead, we gonna dismiss it on you.
By the way, it was a controversial thing when the state dropped it. The state, when they first made the arrest, they said that we have Durk hand going out the window and doing the shooting. When Von died, they said, we don't have enough evidence. We're going to drop the case. And people said, well, what about y'all first statement? Y'all said y'all had Durk. And they said, well, the evidence wouldn't bear out.
If the big brothers call from upstairs and say, hey, drop the case. We working on something bigger. We need him out here. We need him relaxed. What you think the state going to do? What they going to do?
I agree with that. Hey, by the way, if we're also thinking about the ancillary people who are probably cooperating that's not in this shit, so how do we know he's at the hotel? There's some hotel employee, because even if it's co-conspirator 4 is Brick or whoever else, that person probably don't work at the spot. They girl work down there, or the man's working security or valet. They're the one.
Or they're just in communication with Quando, and he sleeps.
Oh, okay. That's shit. That's the ultimate.
Why you think? Listen, how you think Quando knew? Yo, I'm talking as Quando talk. Cuz I'm talking this nigga whole time. Cuz and everywhere we went, ain't no way, fool. I ain't fucking with this.
That's facts.
Hell no.
That's facts.
Cuz, hey, I ain't crib no more, cuz. I ain't crib no more. And he dropped his flag immediately.
Oh, man.
Immediately, bro.
Immediately. It wasn't no, because we was all like, hold on. Luce probably sit back like, well, he ain't stupid. Because Luce told me. I argued with Luce.
You did.
I argued with Luce.
The exact same story a while back. He was arguing with me.
And Brick comes out and says, at least y'all can't say OTF didn't slide no more. What do you mean? Were you talking about something? No. Little wooty woo.
Yeah, bro.
So now you telling the world he's the one introducing. He's probably the one that got the feds looking that way.
By the way, the reason why I thought
how they ain't get that man, that's crazy.
Oh, so what happened was I think Quando crouched down. The vehicle wasn't bulletproof still, but the guy was standing outside. He's the one who pumped gas. So he's the one, he just caught all the bullets because he's standing in the open. He ain't had nowhere to duck to or nothing.
So he wasn't in the back seat.
I thought they was all in the back seat. And nigga, like,
I think he tries to jump in. I think he from even. I mean, there's gonna be a video, but the pictures show them firing from maybe about like 7 to 10 feet away.
No, we know. Come on, 600. You know the gas station is right across the street.
Right
that
across
alley
from the mall.
there. So from that back, let's say the rear pump to that alley.
It's right there.
About 30 feet.
Right
yeah,
there.
but listen, if it's pictures, you know it's a video coming.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a fact.
100% a video. Yeah, it's a video still, actually. Definitely video coming.
First
Video
of all, you in the middle of Beverly Hills. You know, Luce, it's cameras everywhere. It's cameras backing up cameras, backing up cameras.
At a gas station, at a mall in Beverly Hills. Oh, man.
Bro, the mall, yeah, you're not. Even when you pull out of there, they can trace you wherever you go, block by block, ATM, cameras, right there. They know they know exactly where they went.
Mm-hmm. It was probably, listen, and I saw earlier too, we kept talking, right? This ain't nothing new. They've been backtracked them cameras. Whoever that dude on that wire is, who in that wire, they knew what they was doing. They just got everything they can to where now you can't get out of it. This is the question I want to ask. Did they only book Durk because he booked in flights?
Yeah.
So if he didn't book them flights, he'll still be on the streets.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know that because we don't know if any of the other people implemented Durk. You got one dude saying he did the shooting because he was promised a record deal.
No. He would have been on the streets for now. So I think they're doing probably another grand jury.
Are you talking about right now? Yeah, you talking about when they picked him up right now?
Yeah.
I don't think they was gonna pick him up yesterday. When he booked that flight to overseas, he was flight risk.
Again, so the way how the feds do, there's two different ways that the feds could do an arrest, right? Especially a felonious arrest. They got to do it either by grand jury indictment, which they prefer, or they could do it usually for some smaller stuff. They'll do just a complaint by a federal officer or somebody who's been sworn in to be a federal officer. For something like murder for hire, they want the grand jury to say it because again, Durk could go to the court and his first appearance they could get this thrown out because this is literally says it, and I have the paperwork here. The officer, they're tailing him, and they clearly have the wires on him. They see him about to go to the airport. This is at 8:00, right? They probably did some traffic stop. They called the judge on the phone. It says on here, we got this complaint, calling the California judge over the phone. So this is not grand jury. They called the judge and outlined it saying, hey, look at this case here. He is co-conspirator one. It says it directly in this arrest affidavit. They say we need this complaint signed that we pick him up because he's fleeing the country. And that's how they got it.
So Durk is co-conspirator one?
Yeah. It says
whoa.
That's bad work.
Bad.
The higher you are on the list, the more serious it is. The lower you are, the less serious it is.
That's why
ain't no way out of that. That's life.
Yeah, but you put 3 different flights. Come on now, they know. You wasn't trying to come
For
back.
him to be co-conspirator one, after
he's the boss.
Somebody must have started telling immediately.
Internal.
That's why
I got an old head. I didn't tell you last night. I got an old head in Chicago. He's tapped in, but he lives up in like Milwaukee, a couple hours away. So he's the one hit me like, yo, they just snatched him. I was like 6:30 or so, right? And I thought about it, and I said, damn, they just snatched the other 5. Usually, they would have just snatched everybody at the same time. But the fact that they snatched him, it seemed a little out of order, but now it makes sense now, Act. Where did you get this information, Act, that he was booked flights to Paris?
Yes, so this is a complaint because they brought him in front of a judge this morning. And the judge this morning, you got to have some type of thing, right? Remember, they don't have an indictment on Durk, so they did it through a complaint when they called the judge last night, so they had to present it. They couldn't have it sealed. So I do think there's going to be another. I think they've been working on it, but they wanted Durk to be out here just chilling, thinking he's safe, thinking, well, we don't have enough on you. But as soon as they seen him book 3 flights, they know he ain't trying to go do a show. He ain't coming back. He booked 3 flights to 3 different places. I'm gonna read it. It says, they returned an indictment and for the other 5, and they said see United States versus Kevon London Grant. That's the lead guy. That's Vonnie. And they said Banks is identified as co-conspirator 1 in the indictment, which is incorporated herein for reference. Okay. And then they basically say some of the statements he said. He told, oh, here we go, even a little more. Around the time that co-conspirator 3 purchased the flights, the iCloud record shows a phone number associated with Durk Banks texted co-conspirator 3 saying, don't book no flights under no names involved with me. Right? The same day, oh, I didn't know this. The same day, Durk gets so it wasn't just Grant on the private jet. Durk flew on the private jet with the guy. So Durk was in LA too. I had no idea.
He was in LA when the murder happened?
Yeah, and the guy that was on the private jet with him went to go buy a ski mask for the shooters and got the guns and then paid for the hotel room.
I saw something that said Durk wasn't even in LA when it happened, which makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say. Durk was in LA when it happened.
Yeah. Let me read it again. Additionally, on the same day, the hitman traveled from California to Chicago. Banks, which is Durk Banks, also traveled to California with another charged co-conspirator, Grant, on a private jet, which makes sense. Why would some non-famous guy take a private jet? That's even more of a red flag. But Durk's on the plane. You get what I mean? So Durk, and that plane went from Florida to California.
Probably Opalaka to Van Nuys.
Exactly. And then I'll just read the last part of how they caught him. Right? There's a lot more stuff on the funds, and they connect credit cards and all that type of stuff. Right here.
So he's on the plane with the dude that's buying the ski mask.
Yep. So now it says, this is the officer who probably was telling him. It says, I know the following based on my conversation with other law enforcement agents involved in the investigation, my personal involvement. In the early hours of October 24th, 2024, law enforcement arrested Grant, Lindsay, and the other guys. And it says, shortly after making these arrests and executing the search warrants on the 24th, the FBI received notifications from U.S. Customs and Border Protection showing that Durk Banks has been booked as a passenger on 2 international flights. One-way flight from Miami to Dubai, which is in United Arab Emirates, and connecting through Doha, Qatar, scheduled to depart the evening, and another one-way flight from Fort Lauderdale to Switzerland, connecting via New Jersey, also scheduled to depart the evening of October 24th.
So wait.
No, that means he was trying to throw him off. He was booking.
No. Slow down. You can't throw him off because once you got that passport and you flying commercial, right? See what the feds did was took all his information. They didn't freeze his passport. Then they put it in the system and they put an alert and a flag on it, right? Mm-hmm. At the time they put the alert and the flag on it, anytime that goes off, right, it's going to notify whatever agency that's tracking it, right? So when they seen you got a flight going from Fort Lauderdale to Dubai, and then you got another flight going from Fort Lauderdale to, did you say Qatar?
The Fort Lauderdale to Switzerland.
And then another one from Fort Lauderdale to Dubai, right?
Yes. So here's the thing. So it looked like those were commercial flights. And
he was trying to get on any first thing smoking.
No. I think these was to throw them off. So the first 2, because what private jet has a stop? So these had a stop in New Jersey. I get refueling and stuff, but these had a stop in New Jersey. The one to Switzerland was a connecting flight through New Jersey, and then the one from Miami to Dubai connected through Qatar. And then they said he didn't board either of those, so they probably at whatever airport, and he booked it from 2 different airports, right?
Well, you keep saying private and airport. So was he flying regular commercial or was he flying private?
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. I think these flights, they don't really say, but these flights is safe to assume they were commercial from 2 different airports. They were connected stop. Why? He probably knew people were telling them he wanted them to go wait at the airport for him because you got to get on the plane, right? Instead, he booked a private jet. So he was going to leave on the private. The private was going to leave at 9. So he booked 2 flights before, didn't get on
the private jet going.
And look, at approximately 6:40, the FBI received an additional CBP notification that Banks had been booked as a passenger on a private jet departed Miami and destined for Italy. Scheduled.
So he was booking commercials.
Yeah.
To throw them off.
He was going to jump on the PJ to Italy.
Yeah.
Right.
And
now
that was,
where he went wrong at is it don't matter where you going.
They looking for you.
Damn ID, you got to clear customs with that passport.
Period.
You can be at 5 different airports. They gonna know, and they're gonna be waiting for you right there at customs.
They clearly were following him too, because they said the flight was for 9. They arrested him around the corner for the airport at 8.
Yeah, see, clearly he don't know what he doing, or somebody around him don't know what he's doing. Planes is the dangerous spots to do. So you have to jump in a vehicle or probably and figure it out. You got to lay low.
Yo, let me tell you something. See, a lot of these dudes, they ain't got the right friends, right? His only way, potential way of getting out of there, right, would have been jumping on a boat, going across the water to the Bahamas, right? And then getting out of there.
We ain't gonna give him no more game, but yeah, it's a whole bunch of ways we can get away with stuff.
Right. Him trying to leave in the air from the U.S. United States got United States on lock.
On lock.
He was supposed to. He is no way. I don't care how many flights you book. Wherever you book the flight,
no good.
He was still giving them his passport as a passenger, his real deal.
Yeah, no,
this is where the white people got the black people beat, because they be having 2, 3 different. They be Daniel this, Randall this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
they
he's
can blend
using
in.
his same
You
passport.
can't blend in with blind dreads nowhere.
Hey, he must have been panicking those couple of hours.
Yeah,
panicking. So he was probably panicking, and you could tell it can't be that many people around him saying this is the way to do it. He was probably just calling, or having someone just, I need to get out of here. I got to get out of here. He probably has one little bag, probably even kissed his kids goodbye, probably told his girl he'd be back. Like, he probably even explained the whole situation. He's out of there. And he probably was on the road. Like, he's thinking, oh, they about to come kick my door in. He's probably in a car somewhere saying, I need to get to an airport to get out of here now.
That was the wrong move. He was better off jumping on a jet ski. Go. That's bad work.
He should have went across that water. His best bet, not to say it would have worked, but to try to do it across that water, go to one of them islands and get up out of here. Because you wasn't going to get up out of here from the United States. I don't care how you book it. Me and 6ix9ine went from Opalaka, remember that, with the girlfriend, to the Bahamas, right?
Yeah.
Remember the first time I had a meeting with him one-on-one after our thing? Let me take 6ix9ine and really trust me, right? So I'm like, well, where we meeting at? We supposed to go on some business, right? So he gives me an address. I'm like, what the fuck is this address? The address is to the private jet airport, right?
Yeah.
So I get into the private jet. He waiting on me. He said, you ready? I said, we're going to have a meeting at the airport? He said, no, let's go. You got your passport, right? You're a manager. You keep it on you. I said, yeah. He booked the flight from there to the Bahamas. He got me out of the U.S., right? Just in case I was lining something up. As soon as I walked in, we jumped on the PJ, went straight to the Bahamas. He said, now we can have our meeting. Straight up. And I said, well, you got a room? He said, what? Book us out to Atlanta. I said, you know they booked up. He said, work your magic. You a manager. So I had to get us a room, and that's where we ran into the comedian dude. And he would, that's how he played me the first time. Straight up.
And let me ask y'all a question. If you a guy that's involved in the streets, knowing that these things could, you never know when somebody's going to snitch or when this shit going to come crumbling down. You got to have that, maybe I watch too many movies. You got to have that, all right, I need to get low. Like, you have a plan for it. You can't be just like, call my travel agent, book a flight to Switzerland. You got to have I'm low.
Some people ain't been through that. Some people ain't been through that.
But
to know that.
you have to understand, real street niggas know once the feds is on you, you might as well turn yourself up and turn yourself in. You ain't gonna get away with it.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I would have done. I would have went back to my suite, ordered me a nice juicy steak, some spinach, double cranberry, had sex with R&B until the food got there, had sex with R&B while I was eating the food, and had sex until they knocked on the door. And I'd have went to my cell and I would just went to sleep.
Look, see, the reason why I made it to where I'm at, got away with everything, I was very, very paranoid. It's a very paranoid, stressful lifestyle when you live in them streets. So I was always overly cautious with a whole bunch of plans, right? So unfortunately, I'm not in no more. But when I was in it, at any given time, my whole situation would have been straight, you know? So,
but I'll tell you this, though. I will tell you this. Everybody needs to slow down and rethink what you're doing, because they are amongst us.
It's different. Like, it's different now. Like,
the police
we got away with what we got away with before, and we was fortunate to not be in this type of technology rat-loving era. You know, it's hard now. You know what I'm saying? To do all this stuff that these dudes doing, especially talking about it, rapping about it, putting it all on social media, bragging about it. Like, it's really hard to get away with stuff now.
Your fans applied to peer pressure. When you gonna slide? When you gonna slide? A bunch of Poindexter dudes that ain't never did nothing, that play video games all day. When you gonna slide? And guess what? One thing we can say is he gave his life for his homie's life.
Yeah, but we all missing the fact that Quando Rondo is the one that basically started it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because once he got hit, his man is dead, he panicked. He basically said, check my phone. You get what I'm saying? And who you think?
He didn't say that, right?
Hold on.
The locations was coming from. Come on. Y'all don't get it how they actually got Zaire?
Hey, loose. Nah. That's a so when
are you saying Quando had his locations on sharing it with somebody?
No. What he's saying is that the conversation we had before, because remember, I was like, maybe somebody at the hotel and said, nah, maybe it was somebody that's right up underneath him, like, oh, Quando, we fuck with you, but they're getting the location relating it back to Durk. Now, what happened is when everything happened and the police ran over there and Quando's seen his friend, he's like, no, and he's going on like that. The cop is trying to get a statement from him. He said, I don't know. And then eventually he says to the cop, check my phone. So if they go in the phone, they're going to look at everybody he texted. All right, so you texted him.
Yeah, why would he say check my phone?
He was panicking.
Because he's just trying to say, man, I ain't had nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
I want to clear him, right? Because y'all, okay, so Quando, no, listen, Quando saying, check my phone. I don't got nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing to do with nothing.
I ain't set nobody up. I ain't that I'm still alive and he dead because I told somebody to pull up.
Yeah.
Probably wondering why you ain't dead, right? So he's saying, check my phone to clear itself. Not knowing that whoever he been texting on some cool stuff might be on the phone. Now, hold on, let's tie it together. What did Brick say they took and haven't given back?
Took his phone.
That's what I'm saying.
And they ain't gave it back.
Well, so that connects a couple of things, right? So if they get the leads from Quando's phone, they're going to go out. Whoever he called in the last week or texted, everybody got to go get a conversation. You got to go talk to the police about, yo, what's up? What'd you know about the nature of that trip? What'd you know about their whereabouts that day? So they got a list of names. They got leads. Because I know exactly what video Luce is talking about. They're asking what happened. The guy's trying to write. He's standing right in front of them. They're pulling out the guy out of the car. And he said, I don't know what happened. I don't know. And they're trying to get the info. And once he say check the phone, that's where the leads gonna come from. Obviously,
yeah, but his check the phone was, I ain't did nothing. He ain't even knowing at the time he been lined up. At that time, Quando did not know he had been lined up.
He didn't have a clue what's going on.
He didn't have a clue. So when he said check my phone, it wasn't like he drive snitching. He like, yo, I ain't had nothing to do with nothing. Check my phone. Like I ain't communicating with nobody about nothing. But within checking that phone,
they
probably seen who he was communicating with. Quando at the time probably had no knowledge that the people he communicating with is lying him. Now, I wouldn't doubt if the police told him, hey, this person, you know this person, this, because somebody or something woke him up that the people he checked in with lined him up.
Yeah, they probably went back to him and tried to question him again and probably said, hey, this person who he was messaging, what's your relationship? He probably could put two and two together like, oh, okay. Oh,
And then
all
he probably, they say, well, do you know this person? Because they probably looking at where it's going.
Information.
Here it's going. He might have knew a name, maybe he didn't, but whatever it is, as soon as he got back to Georgia, because I was wondering where it came from, because you know Quando was crippy.
Man, that nigga said, nigga, that's all he know.
All he know, he said, I'm done with it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you, Puka. But when they came and got his phone, they actually literally. Why y'all keep laughing?
Oh,
no, but literally they got his phone. And
we're gonna pretty much wrap this one. But yeah, I got some videos lined up for the Iran-Israel attack. I'm not gonna put it on this live, so I will be rerunning that live maybe in 20 minutes. Let me get this together, y'all. I got y'all. Israel. Maybe we had World War III tonight. Kofi, follow me.